live, and that way we are streaming, and it says we're live. So I'm going to take it as read that we are. Right. As you remember last time, you basically got up to the temple at the top of Mount Zion. It's really more of a gentle rolling hill, if I'm honest. I've had a look at the topography of Georgia, and it's fairly flat. I've even looked at the actual Mount Zion, and it's flat as a fucking snooker table.
We're here at Mount Zion.
Gentle sort of hill Zion.
Yeah.
Incline Zion.
Of course they'd pick
Ramp
this.
Zion doesn't quite have the same pizzazz.
Ramp Zion.
Mound.
Yeah, that was what I think that's what it was said. Right?
Yeah.
It was mound. Yeah.
Mound
Typical
Zion.
trick, making mountains out of molehills.
Exactly. Not me.
Molehill Zion.
It's not me. This is an actual place.
Okay.
They were
Indeed.
coping even back then, man.
There was me looking for something Zionist, and I thought, that'll do. Look, Mountain Slam sounds perfect. I'll just add that. Weeks later, looks at the places.
Wait,
That's
you're telling me
fucking mountain?
You're telling me that name? You're telling me that name isn't a coincidence, and that you actually intended to associate it with the good and noble Jewish people? How could you?
As opposed to the less good and less noble Jewish people.
I'm sure some exist.
Impossible.
And some, I'm sure, are good people.
And some, I'm sure, are not good people.
But yeah, you've made your way up. You've encountered their one of their secret weapons. Sandy, unfortunately.
Did you put the link to this in chat?
No, I haven't. Here we go.
I'll get you a link, Die.
You
Why
messed up
not?
again.
Hey, here it is. This is a perpetual link that always goes to it.
Thank you very much. Continue, Trig, while I study this.
Yeah. So, Sandy, the attractive vampire, is now a smear.
Oh, yeah, that
no.
Yeah.
I think she changed the name from Sandy to Dusty.
Yes, Die very nearly fucking bit it as well from that thing. It is a very nasty piece of equipment. Firing multiple high velocity corpses from a portal. If anyone wants to know how that is done, they essentially throw lots of bodies into a portal. That portal goes into an area of high gravity space, essentially, and accelerates the body through that space, opens a portal up beneath the body after it's accelerated at a really high speed, and then just cycles it backwards over and over and over again. And then when they want to, they just sort of open another portal and just fire the stream of high velocity corpses from it.
Which I wonder, has that been done before? I'm just trying to think. Because now you're thinking with portals.
I've never played the game Portal before.
Really?
Yeah, no,
really?
never played
So
Portal.
it was actually a coincidence?
Yeah, that was in Portal.
That's one of the main gameplay mechanics in Portal.
Is it?
He's probably heard of that much, at least.
Dude, we should play the Portal game. I have it.
I was literally looking around at them and thought, what theme can I give these end boss sort of magicians? Portals are fun. I can do really cool stuff with portals.
In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speeding thing comes out.
A series of books I read a long time ago now. Raymond D. Feist's Magician series. In one of the later books, there's an incursion of demons onto a planet that he's the magician guardian of. And there's no stopping it. These demons are coming through from a portal from hell, and he opens a large portal in geostationary orbit. Well, no, in a stationary space above the planet, in the way of the oncoming moon, and then opens the exit for the portal straight into where the demons are coming from, and the moon basically just gets a big chunk of it scooped up by the portal and shoved into the core of the planet and blows the planet up in the process. It's Ever since that, I've just been sort of quite fascinated with using portals for horrendous
I have to ask
means.
though, as a player of video games, when have you ever gotten to an end boss and gone, this boss has the ability to open portals all over the place and teleport us like randomly around the battlefield? That's fun.
Half-Life.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the final boss of Half-Life.
Did they do it well? I've never
No.
seen it done well before.
No, it's incredibly annoying.
The final. Shall we say the final? What was it? The last fifth of Half-Life is really annoying anyway. The moment they go to the alien planet,
you need to play the Black Mesa version of the last fifth. They've done it so much better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, munching curry as we go. So yeah, you were in battle.
I can't confirm what Ez said.
You were in battle. In fact, I believe we just started a new round, and it is Atia's turn. You've killed the two
Wait, what?
clerics.
Can we have like a recap? Because I don't remember anything.
I've been giving you the rehab. The recap. That's what I've been saying. For
the rehab. You just said rehab.
The last. You need rehab.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, you are
so we
okay.
just...
Okay. Let me recap again for those that weren't paying any attention whatsoever. It seems.
I can't listen and read at the same time. Blame Kiki. She was messaging me.
I'm the same. I can't read. If someone's talking to me and I'm reading, it's just like...
There's no hope. It's like a real problem. It's a real problem.
Personally,
I think
I'll just slur both of them, and they'll come up with nonsense sentences where they combine both.
I think what would be nice for a recap is enough story context to explain what we're actually doing here.
What you're actually doing here? You're here! Yeah, right, okay. Essentially, you guys have been frozen in stone for 2,000 years. You've been, apart from, you're quite right. You are now fighting your way out of being hired by an angel, working for the God of War, to put an end to some, well, after a few tests and information gathering missions, to put an end to what is going off on Mount Zion. You have fought your way there. You are now at Mount Zion, and you believe that a demon / fallen angel is being summoned somewhere in Mount Zion. There was a refugee camp supposedly here, but you've not seen any signs of any refugee. You've seen an empty set of ruins, and that's it. And you've gotten to this temple and found...
I think we know where the refugees are. They're splattered on the wall in front of me, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite spattered all over you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost died from this, bro.
Yeah, you've taken a couple of hits to one hit to the face. If it had been a couple, it would have killed you.
Oh, yeah. That's rough, man.
I mean, on the bright side, they're not suffering anymore.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're a demon. You know that things get worse.
Oh, trust me, it's going to get worse. Yeah, and essentially you've fought your way through. You've killed the two white-clad clerics that seem to be hanging around outside the temple, church, building that you're outside at the moment, and corpses are being fired from the doorway. A couple of you have had the wise idea of walking around rather than running straight at the doorway or firing at the doorway, and are making your way. Cecilia, Kiki is up there on the edge of the building, it seems. But the turn order it is the beginning of the turn. It is Atia's turn. You are still wielding, I believe, an MG3/MG42. Although at the present moment, remember that uzalu is standing barely in front of you. It might not be great to machine gun him in the back. Just saying.
Yeah. It would be funny though. But
his head. She's tall.
It would be funny.
Imagine he walks right by gunfire. Like, what am I supposed to do at that point?
What I will say is, with regards to shooting over his head, it is a cone of fire, and cones are 3-dimensional.
Yeah, so you can't. I can't even aim it above him because of the rule set re.
Yeah, but
Aren't you
guy's
like
large,
12 foot
right?
tall right now?
I am
Yeah.
massive. Yes. Surely he's not as big as this wall, right?
She can rest the gun on his shoulder, right, and just shoot.
Either way, I can't see the enemies.
No.
You remember where they are, don't you, Di? They're over here.
Was that where they were?
Where are they?
Yeah.
Show me.
One here and one here. Oh, there.
I don't know. Either way, it looks like I might not be able to shoot this thing because of Uzo's character currently.
The fact that you wouldn't actually hit anything at the moment.
Yeah, no, but I'd be aiming at the fucking wall, right, and trying
Mhm.
to take it down, and surely, you know what I mean, just suppress, fire off, on them. But I might take this time to heal up if I can. The potion,
Yeah.
a healing potion,
Mhm.
normal fucking healing potion.
Normal one. Why not? Why not the good ones?
Hold on,
Why
I'm
not-
already addicted currently.
Well, I mean,
Currently,
this is
so I
probably
don't-
the last mission. It doesn't really
You're right.
matter.
You're right.
Just go for
Hold
broke. Get as high as you can, Die.
Okay. Yeah, of course you would say that.
You want me to roll the special potion?
Yes, please. So
Okay, you take you got 19 hit points and 19 temporary hit points of
okay.
given to you by Neil and all. That gives you a 6 plus 19.
There we go.
Yep.
Do I have to roll a save thing?
Yes, you have to roll a Constitution save, DC 14.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
I think you're already addicted, aren't you?
Yeah, but I assume you have to take another if you take one
No,
again.
once you're addicted, you're addicted. That's it. It just means you've got to you've got to have to deal with that tomorrow and the day after and the day after that, etc.
Yeah. So I don't need to roll a Constitution save then.
No,
Okay.
that should be fine.
All right, and then can I ready to fire for my next turn?
Can you ready to fire? You certainly can. You can get yourself into a good
Like
position.
set up an proper action, like get a good.
You're gonna set up in position, waiting to fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not when somebody isn't in front of me, like a teammate.
Right. Yep. Sure.
I might be able to shoot them.
Okay.
It's my turn for now.
That is your turn. Let me just.
Is it possible that you could delay your turn until after mine? Then I could move and you could shoot.
Right.
Could I take cover behind the wall that I'm in front of?
Are you preparing to fire or are you taking cover? And was that in any way, shape, or form influenced by the fact that I drew a big fucking line across the screen? Then for a second.
Well, I was honestly thinking if I could delay my turn as Uzalu said, but I think I might just take cover.
If you've taken the potion,
Well, look.
you can't delay your turn. You've taken a turn.
Okay, well
If-
then there
take
you go.
action.
If I'm about to be brutally killed, then you can take a shot.
I mean, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't want to be the one to just kill you. Be like, aha, I'll kill him before you. Like I don't know. I don't know if that's a great idea.
I don't
Either
think you're going to
way,
need to worry
I'll
about
just-
that. I think even if you had delayed your turn, then I would have been. I
made my decision.
Killed.
I'm not
And-
going to complicate it further. I've made my decision. I'll
Once
wait
I
to
have been
fire.
brutally killed, then you will have a clear line of fire.
Yeah. I'll wait for you to be brutally killed though. So I'll say I'm ready to fire, like as I said before.
Okay. Right. Because this is. Let me just
The
find
decision has been made.
the decision has been
Readying an
made.
action
Aye.
and delaying your entire turn are different things.
Yes, very much so.
But I can't delay my turn either way. So
No, not after you've taken action.
yeah, that's what I mean. Since I already took the potion, so I am in partial cover though.
You
I do
are
remember that.
you are in partial cover, and actually so is Maximus there. That is
Oh.
right. 4 corpses come ripping out from the portal gun. What?
Could I use my one of my runes?
Sure. What? How? What?
I just
which-
want to invoke my hill rune.
Okay. Let me see what you're going to do. Tell me what you're going to do exactly. You want to have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
In addition, you can invoke the rune as a bonus action, gaining resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for 1 minute.
Okay.
This is all I can do to not die, if you will allow
You
this
are
to
supposed
happen.
to do that on your turn.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know.
Yes.
It's a shame I didn't think of it.
I will.
If you want to kill me now, you can.
I will allow it, Dai.
Because there's no other hope. You know what I mean? If you don't allow this, I'm dead. So
It looks like the hit on Corpse Burst wasn't actually that impressive, and since we've got cover, I think we might be okay.
Well,
Oh, surely you've got a
Well, either
higher AC
way.
than 16.
what I want you to do is I want both Maximus and Atia to take a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. God damn it. Okay.
Can you just roll survival?
Oh,
Doesn't that work?
All right, are you ready for more luck of the not Irish?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did roll quite well there. Oh, that's to GM. I don't know why.
Dexterity is my best thing.
You
And I
both
still managed to get a crit fail. Luckily, it wasn't the first roll.
you both got 21. You both will take half damage on this one.
What, half of 108?
Are you allowing my hill rune to be active or?
Yes, I'm going to allow your hill room to be active.
Okay.
Okay. Maximus.
So half of half.
Maximus, you have been hit to a point where you are at 0 health.
Does the cover not do anything?
The cover is a bush. It would have
It is a bush.
it would have added 2 AC to an accurate shot. As this is a high speed human being being fired at you at about 120 meters per second or something. Comes in pretty keen. It's not over for you. You can be stabilized. You are not out and out dead, but you are going to be taking death saving throws at this point, I'm afraid.
Well, this is a nice way to. This is called a callback in storytelling, where something that happened in the first near the beginning is revisited in the last part.
No, Uzalu, you're not bisected just yet.
You're not being completely
what?
cut in half. You've just been
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you have hope as well. You know, if you just roll a nat 20 at the start of your turn, then you get your full turn.
So how much damage do I take? Then?
Right, Di, you
It's
take
half.
it's half and half. So it
Yeah.
would be what 54, half of 54, which is 25, 20, 26, 27. So that would come off your temporary hit points, not your main hit points on that one.
So minus 27.
Minus 27 off your temporary hit points. So the ones that are in green. Yep, there you go. That was quite nice. You'll also notice that the wall around you has also been hit. In fact, let me just roll this and a d8 3 times. Oh, okay. So 1, 2. This piece of wall here, which I will mark. Piece of wall is no longer there. It has been completely knocked down, and it is now rubble and mashed up corpses. As 3 corpses splattered just to the right of you. Very lucky. If they'd all been, I think they could have all hit you. Actually.
A splat?
Splat. Both. Maximus, obviously, is in a pretty bad way. And Di, you've also been, they get knocked over. Nope, you've not knocked over. Okay, so you've taken a whopping great chunk of damage.
Does Maximus need to make a death save on his turn?
You will need to make a death save on his turn. Before that, why that's not. I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, ignore that one. That's supposed to be this instead. What? What? I'm clicking magic missile when it's
Ray of sickness.
and it is ray of sickness. What the fuck is going on here?
If it will help,
Sometimes-
I could roll magic missile so you have it on screen.
If you know what to roll, you can just manually do it.
I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, so let me just put the thing up on screen there.
There you go. I've rolled it for you, so you can just use that.
Okay.
Sometimes they screw up with spells on the character sheet with this, as the game closes and reloads, and you need to delete them and drag them back in again.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay. Di, you are going to need to take 30 damage from a stream of magic missiles that have just whistled out and hit you from the doorway.
Did I manage to evade the 54 that I didn't manage to evade?
Yes. Yes, she didn't evade it. She had resistance against it, and she also had a pile of hit points as temporary hit points from her massive taking of huge amounts of baby blood and heroin.
Would this be a piercing damage?
No, it is force damage.
Force damage.
Yeah, you want.
Okay, so say how much I take again. Sorry.
30. Right.
I mean, I've done the tank's job, man. That's all I'll say.
Ish, sort of.
Ish.
You're doing it better.
I
than
took
you
all
do.
the damage, so good luck, lads.
Well, not quite all
except
of it.
except for one person, but you know.
I mean, that's generally what happens. when
You
run a
stood in
solo
front of
tank.
me. You
Yeah.
know, you know.
I stood in front of you fucking 2 weeks ago.
A tank's job is not to take the most damage possible.
You don't know what it is like to be a tank, bro.
I know what it's like to be the
A
right
real tank in your position would already have charged forward.
Mitigating.
Hold on.
She's got 50% damage reduction.
Sorry, too many people talking there. Why does Di have 50% damage reduction?
I don't remember, but you said she did.
No, against bludgeoning damage, not against force damage.
Oh, yeah, fair. Well, nobody's perfect.
How is it not bludgeoning?
Because magic missiles are not bludgeoning weapons. They are.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the people cannon.
The people
Where
cannon is
did the
definitely
magic missile come from?
came whistling out from the doorway from the magicians that
Okay.
are hiding behind it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if just Ez shot me in the back or something
No.
while I was gone.
No, I just activated it so Trig, because it wasn't working for him.
Worth asking, though, Di.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, did he just shoot me?
No,
Magicians are dangerous. Let's just put it that way. Kill them quickly.
You know what
before
would be a great thing to happen right now?
Huh?
Di, put on the mask.
No.
actually, that might help.
Or
Uh,
hurt us.
I won't have control.
You don't know
If
that.
if I put on the mask and it's like I want to kill all my party members, then I'll just
Di-
kill you all and join them.
My character's already dead, so I don't care. Just
You're not dead.
You're
put
not
on the
dead
mask and
yet.
run in. Well, run in and then put on the mask.
I'm prone! There's nothing I can do right now.
Uzalu, it's your
You could
turn.
stand up and run in.
Uzalu, roll
It's not my
your
turn.
Not my turn either.
it
Ez.
actually is your turn now. Yeah.
Right,
Which is just
okay.
a death
What
save,
do I
right?
roll to not completely die?
Right.
A death save, I think,
You
right?
need to do a death saving
Yeah.
throw. Yeah.
See it. Okay.
Yay.
What does
Is
that
that a
mean?
pass?
I think that's
Yeah.
close.
I believe 10 or more passes.
Yeah.
Do I tick one of the successes
You
columns? Yeah.
do click a success column. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now this is gameplay.
Yes.
Right.
My turn?
No, actually, it's not, because at this particular point in time, a certain Mr. Jones has decided to actually get involved in this, because he's
Demons.
exactly. Demons are afoot, and he's having none of it. Remember rightly, I did say he wouldn't get involved in fighting for you. No, he's not getting involved in fighting for you.
Well, yeah, that's before you went and slaughtered us, but you know.
I mean, you're not slaughtered yet.
Sorry, in the
Speak for
process
yourself.
of being slaughtered. But yeah, that was pretty slaughtered.
You know, from down here, it doesn't feel like there's much of a difference between being hit by a 200 meter per second body and being bisected.
I mean, one is a kind of a stinging pain. The other one is kind of a numbing thud of a pain.
If I remember rightly, when you got bisected, you didn't get any death saving throws.
Yes, you were dead, and you had to be resurrected on the spot. Fortunately for you, you have a rather nice chap, Andy, who is Mr. Jones, and he's going to do that.
Didn't we have someone who can control life and death just at our beck and call?
Yeah, but she's prone on the ground right now.
Isn't that Die?
Not you.
No, you're talking about
The-
death. You're talking about yeah.
Yeah, Joe Black.
I was going to do that my next turn, but we'll see. We
Mhm.
might not need it.
I also had something in mind to help Uzalu.
Right.
Okay. I mean, last time we interacted in game, you tried to kill me.
That's literally not true.
Did this come up for you guys, or have I cast this to? I've cast this to
You're
the DM.
casting.
No, I
mass
see
cure
it.
wounds.
I say cure wound 16 healing.
Yeah,
for
16
Uzalu?
healing. No, not just Uzalu. That is a mass cure wounds. That is a wave of healing energy radiates out from Mr. Jones. Being in his very presence is healing to both body and mind.
Where did my 8?
Just fucking
Like,
marry
it's
him
not-
already, Trig. Send him your love letter and ask him his hand in marriage. God.
No, so basically all of you get well, he gets, Atty gets, and Maximus gets 16 healing points.
Am I standing?
And do
You
we
are not-
add
yes.
17 from Ez's as well?
It's not Ez's go yet. When it is Ez's go,
Oh,
he can do
okay.
that.
Okay, sorry.
What do I need to do?
Nothing
I
yet.
thought-
Let me
never
finish
mind.
the goddamn move I'm making. Right, so add 16 to your health. Maximus is not dead yet. He is prone.
Did the 54 damage get capped down to 0, or did it go to negatives?
You can't go negative. So
Okay. Does that mean I stand up?
you will be able to stand up at the cost of half your movement next turn. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't.
All I'm asking is
it heals you. It doesn't make you ping straight up and be standing. At the present moment, you're
That's
actually
fine.
at full cover.
all I'm asking is am I still doing the death saves thing, or am I
You are-
actually able to play?
You are not doing the death saves. You are able to play at this
Okay.
point in time. But
I will untick the success then, because I'm up.
right now.
Oh, wait, so
now
I
it is Archie's turn.
just missed my turn.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I am going to start by casting Mirror Image on myself.
Okay.
Now, I assume I can scramble
not
over
more
this
of them.
fence.
So sorry. Say that again. As you assume what?
I assume I can climb the fence.
Yeah. It is not. It's not too high. There's no problem with you climbing that fence.
Okay, in which case I am then going to move over to here. Uzalu, do you have any of the super healing potions on you?
I don't know. Let me check.
I think I gave people 3 each.
Neelinol healing potion
That's
bottled.
it, yeah.
Yes.
4 of them.
Yep.
this
I
was
assume,
this was
Uzalu,
apparently
you're not
dropped
going
into my bag
to-
without me knowing.
Yep. You've been.
Uzalu,
I suppose, thank you.
You're not going to resist if I take one from your person and feed it to you, so you have more hit points.
You can do, but I could do it my turn. You don't have to spend your turn on it. That's up to you.
You're on 16 hit points. You may not survive to your next turn.
Look, there's a very
full
sturdy
cover at the
bush
moment.
here.
Anyway, that's what I would like to do, and unless Uzalu tries to resist, that's what I am going to do.
Okay.
It is very impactful for making sure that they leave you alone.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you take another.
Can you kill Kiki next? For that terrible pun.
Maybe.
Can we launch a few people Kiki's way?
Difficult at the moment.
Ow.
She's actually out of the line of sight for it at the moment. Right. You've got 19 temporary and 19 physical hit points from that. That's a lot of hit points. You will take the 19 temporary. That's the green circle. Off first before on your next hit, if you get hit.
Greens.
What I would
Not
also
sure what
like
you
to
mean by
do,
green circle.
if you click on your character.
Oh, I see. I'm just doing it through the sheet.
Right.
So I'm putting 19 in temporary and then adding 19 to current. Yeah.
I've done it for you on the screen, but on the red and the green circles there. But yeah, you're right. No. Oh. You just had.
Oh, right. You already did that.
I
Okay.
already did that. Yeah.
Was I at 35 or?
Yeah.
Can't remember. Okay. All right. Thank you. And let's mark down that potion as well. You were using one of mine, weren't you, Ez?
Yeah, I don't have any because they don't do anything for my character.
If you could.
What do the 19 temporary ones do then?
They basically you lose temporary hit points first. Temporary hit points allow you to go above and beyond your maximum hit points.
Okay.
But they don't last after a long rest.
Okay.
You will also need to do a Constitution saving throw, and beat DC 14 on Constitution.
Not one of my best stats.
So that's fine. You're fine.
And then that's where my nat 20 comes in.
Yep, you are not addicted to fentanyl at this point. I mean, Neelinol at this point.
Yeah.
Right, I can see why George Floyd liked this stuff so much. It's really Moorish.
Right.
Get it more?
Right.
Indeed.
Well,
So hold on a second. Right. How many of the duplicates of you were there? There was 3, wasn't there?
it makes 3. You don't have to put them on the map. If you read the spell, it's like I have a shield basically that dissipates every time.
Okay.
I still have 10 foot of movement. So I want to know, based on the number of actions I've done so far, would I be able to drag Uzalu with the remaining of my movement to try and get him out of the line of fire?
I will allow you half your movement dragging him.
All right, then I would like to drag him 5 foot to the right.
Okay, move yourself 5 foot. I'll move him. There you go.
And the last thing I'd like to do is lie on the ground to try and make it harder to get hit by these things.
Go prone.
Yep.
Getting up will, of course, cost you half your movement.
Understood.
Right, it would be the White Hammer's turn, but they are both dead. After that, it was Hillary's turn. She's also dead, thank God.
If only that was real life, bro.
Co,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Well, seeing the most injured of my comrades is currently Maximus, I will use a healing word rank 2 to grant him 2d4 plus 5 health. Oh, I guess I'll roll that.
Yep.
And then, so that was my bonus action. Then as my regular action, over in this direction. So basically here.
Okay.
And here I'm summoning or conjuring a couple bears.
Oh, good call. Okay, that will be quite distracting.
A dying coat. Were you imagining the bear-like creatures from that TOS episode last night? Oh God, it's horrible! A fat man in a fursuit.
I was not there last night because could not be. I'll just imagine them like the rug monsters.
He was with a bear.
Nice.
Different kind of bear.
Oh.
But yeah, the rug. I actually mean the what are they called? The horta. Similar kind of similar kind of theme of costume, just a lot cheaper. I like how most of the monsters in TOS, at least in the early series, is just guys in like spare barbarian costumes who are growling with dubbed over monster sound.
Or carpet. I liked that one best.
Ah, yes. The carpet that wants to protect its balls.
I mean,
Right.
it ended up being fine. You know, Kirk's a pretty good diplomat. Even Kirk's pretty good with rugs.
all you guys talked about how it's an exaggeration. It's just a meme that red shirts constantly die. I watch 1.5 minutes of the original series and a red shirt dies. Exactly 1.5 minutes and a red shirt dies.
It's only something of an exaggeration. If you count them up, the red shirts do die the most, but it's not just the red shirts.
And they do die quite a lot as well. Yes, it's not every episode, but
it was just so perfect that it was that showed it happened that quickly after I showed up.
Wes mentioned that apparently the most hazardous occupation in Starfleet in TOS, by proportion, is admirals. The number of admirals that died in TOS is very significant compared to the number that appeared. And it's just a shame they didn't get Bitchev a few hundred years earlier. You guys have not yet become acquainted with Admiral Nechayev. You will.
Right. Yes. Sorry. Right, Cope. Was that the end of your turn? You've moved. You've summoned.
I advanced over to there.
Okay. Did have you seen where your bears are in the turn order? They will get a turn.
They have the orders to attack the enemies. I do not directly control them. I just give them the orders.
Roger that. Thought so.
At least that's how we've been doing it, and I'm satisfied with that.
Because we have a little bit of overlap. I'm going to move forward a bit there. Right. Kiki, it is Cecilia's turn. What will your horrific demon assassin thing do this turn?
They're not horrific. I'm going to take a couple of steps over here.
Okay.
I can see a grey robe. That bear's going to be in the way to
That
shoot in,
that
isn't
is
it?
a window you're looking through.
Can I not shoot through a window?
You can certainly shoot through a window. Would you like to classic Western smash the window through and then shoot, or just shoot straight through the window vis-a-vis more modern action?
This
Uh,
mound
y-
ain't big enough for the both of us.
You know what? What kind of window is it? Is it like one of those stained glass ones with the
It's actually a stained glass window, but at this point it's the lower end, so it is leaded and there's at least 9 small panes in a grid fashion in front of you.
Right, I can run straight up a surface, right, as a monk.
Yes.
Can I run like 10 feet up this section of wall
Right.
and then take a couple of shots on this guy as I drop down through the window?
Certainly. Are you aiming to knock individual holes through individual panes or something?
You know what? Let's destroy as much church as possible while I destroy this guy, hopefully.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'll shuffle over here
Okay.
and then run up the wall
Okay.
and take some shots as I drop.
Take your shots.
You know what? Why not? I'm going to use the Mac 10. Where's the Mac 10 thing? Right, so the Mac 10's got a cone attack, hasn't it?
It does have a cone attack.
Oh, that'll get the bears though.
It
Never
is
mind,
going to fuck the bear's day right up. Yes.
I'm not gonna screw up the bears. I'll take some flint knock shots. Let's do one of those, and then why not flurry it as well? Do any of those hit?
You'll be very happy to hear that all 4 of those will hit.
Oh, fantastic.
These are mere wizards, and wizards, no matter how powerful they are not
Oi.
known for their high level of armor. And
Speak for yourself. Some of us prefer armor.
Battle mage.
Wizards, whilst very dangerous, do not carry armor. They are just in robes. And yeah, even the 15 lands.
To be fair, I am literally in robes in real life.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. All 4 of them on this grey robe.
Okay. 22, 47, 70. He's dead.
And then as I hit the floor, I'm gonna roll back to my hiding spot and get started on. I can't reload as a bonus action. It's a full action. I know that, but can I get started on that as my bonus action?
You can. Yeah, sure. Why not? I will allow you to get started. If you want to take this bonus action and next bonus action, that we will consider that to be the equivalent of an action.
In fact, ignore me. I used my bonus action to flurry of blows.
Okay, so no, you're correct. You did, yeah. Yeah, you've killed one of them. So that's a pretty solid move. Atia, it is your turn. What will you do?
I mean, well, I can't really use this now because I'll just decimate the fucking bears.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could try and get out of dodge while making my way over there.
Yeah. I mean, there's
a hole right in front of me, right, from all of the fucking...
the hole just to right of you. Yeah, that yellow squiggle is rubble. It's difficult terrain. It's going to cost you 10 feet to travel over 5 feet of it in terms of movement. Although you're large, do you actually suffer?
I don't know. Could I
movement?
just kick them away?
Do you suffer? Let me see. Does anyone know this? I'm not totally familiar
I have
with,
no idea.
with giantesses. I prefer my women smaller than me. Do they suffer from? We'll let you cover it. Well, how far are you moving? 30, 40 meters? 30 meters, isn't it?
Yeah. I think.
Okay. You've got to move. You've got to move to the side, and then up. So I'll let you get to say there. Oops, where that is. Once you get to there, if you like.
Okay. Oh shit, wrong thing. I just don't want to be right in front of the fucking portal that can aim at me anymore. That would, be great.
Trust me. You are the portal is somewhat obscured at the present moment by bear.
Yeah. True. Um,
And I'm sorry
am
about
I
what's
able
about to happen.
Could I place down my Pavis shield
You
in front
can.
of me as I?
You can. Sure.
Okay.
So you're just going to run over there, MG42 in one hand, slam the shield down, and then rock the machine gun up on top of it and use it as a kind of
and get rid.
stable firing position. Nice, based.
Because this is all I can move, so I'm gonna keep my position here and watch out if I can shoot at them from here.
Fair enough.
I don't want to go for the poor bears. They might just maul them to death for me.
As I said, I'm sorry about what is about to happen.
I did my best, guys.
It is the Grey Robe's turn again, and as I might have hinted, and as you can see, the portal is somewhat obscured by a bear. One of the Grey Robes is dead. The only other Grey Robe is there. He's in control of that portal cannon, and right in front of it is a bear.
That poor bear.
Is anyone looking generally in the general direction of the doorway to this church? Because anybody that is will be greeted with the sight of a bear exploding into about 1 million pieces, as 5 screaming torsos rip their way through it from the back to the front, and just gore happens.
The poor fucking bear didn't deserve that.
The last thing that went through its mind was a refugee and its own asshole.
I was gonna say getting shoved up a bear's ass and how Mach something speed sounds a bit
So did you summon those guys deliberately as a shield?
I mean, I kind of always do.
I mean, yeah, but that's it. They are there to sink.
If they become shield or maul someone, it's like whatever works, I guess.
This area here is now just basically splattered gore, furry chunks, and bits of refugee.
Well, it was, but they kind of just dissipate because it's unsummoned.
The bear unsummons. You're correct, but the five torsos worth of gore and teeth and hair and bits of clothes are still lying there. I'm going to consider that area to be difficult terrain. It is slippy, and walking on it is going to be fairly gross. You might need to hose that down with something. Mind you, to be honest, that whole area in front of the wall is somewhat similar, actually. You've just stepped through. And that's the excuse me, that's the Grey Robes having their turn. Uzalu, would you like to get up from the ground from where you are lying?
Doesn't seem like a great idea.
I mean, you could just hide behind me.
I mean,
I do have machine gun and Pavis shield and massive body, but it's up to you. wouldn't be
I
tempted
mean,
to be going forward like
hiding behind you does have some other advantages as well. So, I guess I could move up to new cover. All right. So, how high off the ground is this area here where I'm pinging? Would that provide cover if I got behind that?
I will tell you now, you cannot be hit there by this cannon.
Okay.
It's not high. You can certainly. It is about sort of waist height. If you knelt down and lay down in front of it, you wouldn't be able to be hit at all. But yeah, it is not in the cone of fire for that portal gun at this point in time.
Okay. So, how if I need to get up, does that use movement?
It's half your movement speed is taken in
Okay.
getting up.
Okay, 35, so half of that's like 17.
Call it
How
20.
does dash work with that? Does dash just give me an additional 35, or does it double what I had anyway?
Gives
Because I
you a
know I
collective
can.
move.
Hold on,
Okay, so if I do that, I'll have 35 plus 17 movement.
call it 20. I'm not counting
Okay.
anything less than 5.
All right. So
As that is the unit of movement in this is 5.
yeah, you're echoing, by the way, Kiki.
That's because I've gone downstairs to get ice cream.
Right.
Hopefully it's not the vegan what I accidentally bought.
No, I made Kiki.
55
still
movement
pissed,
if I use
bro.
my entire turn for that.
It was awful.
It was the cheapest ice cream there, and it was like
Well, no
they
wonder.
yeah, no, but the thing is they lied to me.
You were in
Fucking misleading.
England.
It's like
Misleading.
ice
Fucking.
cream. No, it's iced soy. Ugh.
It was
I'm glad I
the-
left that there then.
It was the worst thing I've probably ever eaten.
Because I was sad because I've gotten ice cream to have with the apple pies, and read.
So okay, if I use my 55 movement to run here, do you see that on the screen, by the way?
Hold
The
on.
path? But I'm not sure if it shows you yet.
I don't see, at least on my end.
Okay. Well, watch where my character goes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see it now.
Yep.
That's 55 feet.
Yep, I'll allow that.
And how do I make my character get up? Is that a rotation?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to change it
I can do it.
in this system. Oh, it's there.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. Yep. Hopefully that's enough cover. That, I guess, was my whole turn.
Okay. Alex is going to look over the top and voice general disgust at the whole scene, and duck back down. He's not taking his turn as far as you can see. Archie, your turn.
I shall do the same thing Uzalu did, if that is okay.
Mhm.
So can I move to here?
Yes, I think so.
And can you rotate character?
Bear in mind, as I have 35 movement, which I think is a bit more than the standard.
I think I have 30.
You might not be able to move as far then.
Okay. Given I was 5 foot closer, but all right.
I think.
In that case, go on.
Where were you? You were. Oops.
15,
Yeah.
20, 30. That's 35 foot, and I'm doing a dash action, so
It's within reason. I'm not gonna penny pinch
Alright, that's my turn.
on feet or capable.
Unlike Mitch.
indeed.
Right, you hear a roaring sound from inside the church. It sounds somewhat like
Wonderful.
a fairly distraught and disgusted and moderately terrified bear. That may have just witnessed his temporal buddy. Just turned into paste.
He was 10 days from retirement.
One of those is going to hit. He is going to deliver 8 piercing damage to a wizard. Right. Go.
Sorry,
No.
did you say?
What
Okay.
are you going to do? It's your turn, dude. There is a you can see through the doorway from your position ish. Maybe you can make that out. I don't know. But you just heard a bear. What sounded like a bear attacking a wizard inside the church. There's a phrase I didn't think I was.
Uh-huh. Well, in which case, I... Sorry, so one of my bears is still okay?
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
One of them is currently biting the arm of a grey-robed wizard.
Nice. I will... So I'm just analyzing who might need help right now. Looks like no one's in too awful of a condition, though.
Nope.
However, I will go to here. Actually, here. Can I, from where I am, can I attack this guy?
Yes, I think you should probably got line of sight on a bit of him. You can certainly
Okay.
see the bear biting at something, a bit of grey robe. You should probably be able to shoot at that with a degree of
To be more
accuracy.
to be more specific, I wish to throw my pointy cursed stick at it.
Ah, pointy
Anyway,
cursed
shall I?
stick. Yes,
Shall I roll this?
by all means.
If your pointy cursed stick is cursed because it comes back again, does that make a boomerang a pointy curved
No,
a
no.
cursed curved stick?
It's
No, because you can set a boomerang down usually.
Also, on a critical failure, the boomerang doesn't tend to actually try and kill the person throwing it.
Yes, it does.
I presume this hit.
Oh, with 26, that definitely hit. Yes. What's the damage we're looking at there?
24.
Also, yeah, Kiki's right. A boomerang can definitely kill you if you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, he screams in pain, grabbing where the spear landed, attempting to pull it out, only to be surprised to find that it has pulled itself out and shot back to whence it came.
Ah, bullet came strong. Anyway, I will.
Now he'll bleed to death.
Now I will use the second level of healing word on Die because I think she needs it. Also because she's within range. All right, 10 for you.
Thank you very much.
By the way, Uzalu, earlier, did you apply the 12 that I healed you?
Uzalu.
I don't know if he did that or not last turn.
Uzalu. Are you there?
Oh well. Anyway, that'll conclude my turn.
Fair enough. Kiki, it is Cecilia's turn. What will you have her do?
Right, I'm gonna move out the other way this time.
Mm-hmm.
Taking cover across here.
Okay.
Oh, there's a dude that's alive there.
No, it's not. There's a dude that's dead there.
Let's shuffle into here. Oh,
Yes.
that's not moved.
He's very dead. That is a window.
Step
You
over
just
him.
jump. Are you jumping through that window then?
You know what? I'll jump through the window. I
Okay.
didn't know that was a window. I'll jump
You've
through it.
jumped through a pane glass window. The glass shatters. You land on the ground. Roll and roll back up onto your feet, and step forward. In front of you is the back end of a bear and a grey-robed wizard. You do not see any portal or any blue shimmering or anything there. It seems that having a bear biting his arm has put him off his concentration for the portal.
Ah,
Right.
ah.
Okay. Can I step up this bear like a set of stairs, essentially, over onto the grey robe's shoulders, and then shoot directly down with my flintlock?
How much movement have you taken there in total?
Less than half.
Oh God. Okay, then yes. I don't see any reason why you can't jump through the window, sprint over, leap onto the back of the bear, jump from its back, and whilst doing some sort of Matrix S movement over the grey robe. As long as you land on the other side of him, you can shoot down with your gun into the top of him. Yes,
Brilliant. Let's try that.
it hits.
Does it get him?
Oh, yeah, definitely hits him. Yes.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Okay, can I finish him off by like twisting as I leap off of him and breaking his neck?
Oh, you're landing on top of him.
Yeah.
In that case, hold on a second. We're going to do some crushing damage. In that case, what is the stat for landing and crushing people, falling object?
Oh God, you're gonna ask how heavy I am now.
Hold on a second. How high were you jumping?
I was going straight off the bear. I was thinking maybe like, I don't know, 5 feet.
Jumping straight off him. Were you somersaulting over him, shooting down, or were you just jumping and then shooting down between your legs as you land on him?
I'll throw a somersault in there. I'll roll for it if you like.
Tell you what, if you do a somersault over him, shooting down and then shooting as you land on the other side of him with the second shot, because you've got 2 shots, right? I'll let you kill him if you make the second one hit.
I've only got 1 shot before I need to reload, which is why I was going to do a kick as well.
Do a kick. Do a kick. And you know what? He had 11 health left. He had 12, but you know what?
I can do another one for free.
Fine. He is dead. How does he die? Describe to me how this has actually happened. Where are you kicking him? What are you doing?
Okay, I'll put the first shot straight through his temple, going down, and then I'll twist his head off as I move down and roll it across the floor.
Nice
Okay.
pop comes out of it, I imagine.
The shot hits his temple, but it actually slides down into his collarbone. The kick to the side of the neck, and then the second kick on the other side does indeed break his neck, and he just collapses and his head rolls across the floor. You've killed him. He is absolutely stone cold dead. The bear is left with a piece of cloth in his mouth, looking somewhat surprised at what has happened. There does not seem to be any more combatants in the area.
Oh damn! Are we out? Are we out of?
Wait a second, we're combatants and we're
Attack.
not in the area. What happened?
Enemy combatants, then. God damn
Wait
it.
a second, those guys viewed us as enemy combatants. Of course, if they're not here, that makes us not enemies, so we aren't enemies. Ah, I see what you did there. I'm gonna go with that.
Good. I've
Can't
cleared
believe
the
they
turn order.
judged us so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, they are dead.
Yay.
So can we move like normal?
You can move like normal. Kiki, I'd like you to run me a perception check, please.
Certainly.
Okay, it is perfectly normal for you. In fact, you were quite enjoying the red fountain with chunky bits and occasionally people spewing out through the top of the fountain, going "Roar!" and splopping into the plunge pool below and seemingly disappearing.
Does it look like a good source of material for potion crafting?
It seems like a good source of material for, blood, if you were a demon of some sort, but I suppose you are. So it's just, you feel yourself surprisingly unrevolted by this. The bear is sort of wandering around, sort of. And it starts to eat one of the grey robes. It's hungry.
Yeah, revenge for his friend that was fucking decimated before his eyes.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll a perception to see if I notice anything specific, like any
You can roll
levers, anything?
anybody walking in there. You are welcome to roll a perception check. Okay,
Oh
Di.
wow,
Yeah, you notice that what you're seeing in front of you in this fountain does appear to be a series of elaborate portals that are still being sustained. You also notice that the two pillars on the left and the right of the door, here and here, seem to be giving off a faint vibration, maybe glow. It's difficult to put your a finger on it. They're not giving off light as such, but they just seem to have an aura about them, shall we say?
Hmm. I mean, we could destroy the portal area.
What I would also say you notice is if you look further up the church, you notice on the right hand side beyond the fountain there appears to be some steps going down.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, would I know that destroying this or these pillars would do nothing?
You know that those pillars are giving off a faint aura at the present moment.
It's a shame we don't have anyone that has like knows magic. It could maybe roll something.
We have
here,
been
you know.
actively told that these pillars are that the glowing pillars that we'll find are the source of where they're storing their demon magic for channeling, and that we can destroy them with explosives.
I have the wall of the ram or the ring of the ram
You do have
as
the
well.
ring of the ram, yes.
Which is why I'm trying to. If I could find the source or like one big thing where we could destroy, I could use that on it. But we could just start by destroying the pillars that we see.
You could.
Um,
Anybody else want to chip in and do anything at this point in time?
come in here,
Can I
Oh.
use the time to resummon my minions?
How much time are you using?
I don't know how long it takes actually. All I know is I can only do once per long rest, and I haven't done it since the long rest.
I think it's part of your long rest.
Yeah,
Is it?
seem to remember it being, yeah.
Guys, I think we need to take a long rest.
You are literally in the front doorway of the enemy base. You're going to
Yeah,
set
and
up.
I've used half my spells, and I can't summon my minions.
You're going to set up camp at this point in time and chill.
Well, I wanted to destroy the pillars, but I mean, if you if you guys want to rest here instead, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a direct walkway down where something could easily walk up here and then activate the portal again with these pillars. So could I attempt to destroy the pillars?
Hang on, let me do an Arcana.
Okay.
I think Trig wants someone to Arcana these pillars.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yes, you suspect highly that these are the pillars that you were told about before that are absorbing any magic in the area and channeling it elsewhere. They've got quite a glow on at the present moment, or quite a vibration, shall we say, an aura. They are definitely they have definitely sucked in a good deal of magic.
So they're absorbing magic power and then redirecting it.
Yes.
Do I
Is this? Are
reckon
they literally just going to cast like a level 50 spell and then that'll summon Azazel? Is that how it works?
It is not far off that. Yeah.
Do I reckon I could reverse the polarity?
What? How does that work?
Instead of channeling the magic energy into wherever they're sending it, instead have it dissipate into the air and pull it away from the thing they're charging.
If you roll, I will have you. Right. Okay. You can try this. What I will say is there is a significant risk of failure on this, and if you do that, the failure, the magical energies will be directed straight into you.
I was just going to destroy it and take the brunt, probably die in the process. But I mean, if you want to take it,
this is akin to I'm going to manually remove the warp core and walk it out this door and throw it out the airlock, kind of thing.
But how would we know that?
I was just thinking reverse polarities is very Star Trek.
Yeah, but this is not Star Trek.
I mean, if you're going to do that, we could at least take some distance, go step away, maybe.
Now, Ez, I know you really want to be in Wizards in Space, but this is not Wizards in Space.
We've still got a brown bear. Why don't we get the bear to do
destroying
the
it might
action?
be the best. The thing you might want to do might happen if we just destroy it, But we could also end up blowing each other up, so it's really up to you. I could take point and just shoot at them.
Also, right,
with my gun.
As you guys are entered the church now, Uzalu, Coat, and Ez, I would like you to do me a perception check.
I see nothing.
You don't notice. Right. Okay. Fantastic. Both Captain Featherondot and Maximus Broadside, whilst noticing everything that's been mentioned before, you've also noticing that there is a faint
Oh no.
sort of
Come and look upon the heart.
something that sounds
nightclub.
Yes, actually yes, it sounds like a nightclub down the street kind of noise coming from the steps down.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, look upon the heart. Let's go look upon the heart.
The problem is,
How
if
can you
we
kill a
walk
god?
down there now, we're probably gonna die, right?
It's a grand and intoxicating innocence.
Which direction, Trig? In the map, north or south?
Here.
There, right. Dai just said
Right.
there's some steps down. That seems to be where it's only very faint, but there's definitely kind of banging bass line.
Sorry, since there's actually a chance to do so, I'm going to inflict a bit more healing upon people.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, Uzalu,
It
10
is an
more.
infliction. All it means is I have to add numbers up.
Yes.
I mean, you could have
Could I-
dosed stuff
Could
on.
I roll Arcana to see if I could just destroy these and have it dissipate by having destroying the pillars?
Sure.
Oh well, I don't know
roll
shit.
You have no idea on this one. What
Okay.
I will suggest is that you've been told that explosives will destroy this.
That was
And-
also for you,
Yeah.
Uzalu.
And
6.
explosives kind of
Thank you,
do
Cara.
the equivalent of bludgeoning type of damage, and maybe just smashing the shit out of them might work.
Can I
You get
roll
15.
Oh, 15. Thank you very much.
what would be like insight or something in
Mhm.
order to determine whether or not I think destroying these pillars would collapse this front church on top of us?
You want to
'Cause
roll
they-
insight
are
into
they
that?
structural?
Okay.
Don't
You know what?
destroy the pillars of the thing we're inside.
But
Roll
they're
me,
the demon pillars.
roll me that insight, Kiki.
Insight.
Okay, you look at the pillars and you notice that the pillars do go up to the roof, But the roof does seem to be fairly sturdy. It's a sturdy old building, and these are just sort of pillars running up up to the
Well, I
roof.
imagine that they placed the pillars here to collect stuff and not to actually be the structure of the building. I would hope, but I don't know that.
Maybe
Can we
they-
see if
maybe-
the bear will act as a valid conduit to absorb all of that magic? I mean, we know it won't; it'll get fried. But at least it's not one of us.
Mhm.
Okay, how are you proposing to do this exactly?
Have the bear hug the pillar, correct?
You want the bear to hug the pillar.
While we destroy it, is that what you want to do?
No, just see if it hugging it will transfer some of the magic. If it singes and vaporizes the bear and loses a fifth of the magic, well, then I know what we're going to do for the next few hours.
Well,
How
I'll
well
try that
trained?
out.
How well trained are the bears? Can the bears do what Ez was suggesting and reverse the polarity of the pillars?
I did ask that.
Just tell the bear it's a back scratcher.
The bears are in no way, shape, or form capable of whatever reversing the polarity of these pillars would mean.
We need
presume
we
she
need
would have
Aiden. She has the Starfleet engineer skill.
Anyway, I'm happy to have a bear try hugging one of those things.
Oh,
Give it a
okay.
bear hug.
Okay. Bear gives the pillar a
Bear
hug.
hug.
It kind of enjoys the vibe it's getting off it, and after hugging it for a bit, it turns around and starts scratching its back up and down it, and generally looking quite happy with its lot in life. It has found a nice back scratching post.
It's not a demon summoner. It's a bear back scratcher. We've been such idiots.
Well, I guess there's no real harm here. We probably killed all those people for absolutely no reason. I guess we can go home.
Except Hillary, there was a reason for that.
There is 3 options: we destroy the pillars, we go downstairs, or we leave.
I'm going to suggest, by the way, that someone takes the channeling necklace thing that Hillary has.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Trig, you know when we found those
Yes,
modern
that might help
firearms?
you.
I don't suppose there was any large stacks of C4.
There were no large stacks of C4 in
You know,
that.
we do have.
Damn.
No.
You know what we do have in the bag of holding? We've got about 130 bullet pouches, each of
Yeah.
which contain an amount of gunpowder.
Yeah.
We'll sit here for the next hour and a half, like unscrewing each round and dumping the gunpowder out.
You could
I mean,
sacrifice my
I
massive
put
weapon
off
and just have it
pressure on
destroy
you,
the
but
front of the
I'm
why it
building.
wouldn't work.
Do the pillars look like we could? Let's say, does it look like the bear could just like push it apart, or Atia could just push it apart?
Probably not. Atia, how strong is Atia when she's in giant size?
Normally, my strength is normally at 20, like normal. I don't know what happens when I become giant. Is it 40?
It does not double your strength, no. It does have an effect. You've got a couple of you guys at very high strength levels now, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I know Coat's very strong as
Coat's
well.
quite
I think
strong as
Maximus
well.
is decent.
I would imagine.
As his character
I think
too.
I am.
I would
No,
imagine.
It's
I
as
only have
character.
a strength 10 die.
Oh, never mind.
I would imagine if a couple of strength 20 characters start really fucking pushing, punching, kicking, and shoving.
I have the Ring of the Ram.
You have the
as
Ring
well.
of the Ram die, yes. And if you
My gloves grant me 19 strength.
yeah, read what the Ring of the Ram does for you.
It has 3 charges.
Mm-hmm.
I can use all 3 in one go to like destroy a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
What
saying
happens
this
if
since
I,
I walked in here.
I know you have.
What happens if I? I wonder if I could maybe deal a crit with my Medusa bow, then I could turn the pillars to stone.
They're
What
ready.
if-
Could I use one of the Ring of the Ram thing to
What-
destroy this pillar?
No, you need
what
to use
if-
all 3 charges to
For one,
to
okay.
do a destruction.
No. Someone just take your socks, rub it on the bear for a while, then throw it at the pillar. You'll
What?
overload it.
Yeah.
Hey, Di, don't you have
Yeah.
a thing that does like a geyser of water?
I do. I don't know what that will do for us though.
A power jet of water might knock over a pillar, just saying.
Yeah, we could do it.
Oh. Flood the
Oh my
basement.
goodness! And
Flood the
can you
basement.
control? Yeah.
Oh,
Coke, can you use
wait!
control
Go
water?
to the steps and just go geyser, and then just flood it in there.
Yes.
I have an innovative
Yeah, but-
solution. I'm
Coke,
looking
can
through
you-
my inventory and I have found something that will help. I have 10 pitons and 1 hammer. They are literally designed for nailing it into stone. If we just do that multiple times, we can create cracks around it and it'll fall apart.
Can we not just fill the pillars with
Mm.
water using control water and then freeze it so that they like crumble?
Okay, MacGyver.
Suffice
How
to
do we
say-
freeze it?
We have ways to do this, but shall we have a look in the basement first? Because we're hearing sounds from there that, I don't know, sound suspiciously like a heartbeat. I don't know how much you guys know about anatomy, but the heart is sort of like the heart of the human body. So we could
Here's
see
the
if
point.
maybe the heart downstairs is the heart of this operation.
Well-
Right, but also, what if we go down there, we get trapped, and then they have constant supply of magic from these pillars up here that they can use to constantly
enter
attack
that-
us?
That
There-
is a fair point.
There is also a decent chance the second we enter this nightclub, we'll end up in combat with like 50 gay people.
Yes, that is my concern too.
I hate when that happens. That always happens to me.
Is there any loot of note on these grey robes and Hillary?
There is right on the grey robes, guys. You will find a not very much actually. They are essentially in grey robes. They have a white mask over their face. The grey robes just cover them completely. They do have, however, a gold, what looks like a solid gold pin or pendant on the front of their robes, in the shape of a pyramid with what looks like an eye in the middle of it. Hillary also has a similar pendant right next to a black stone around her neck. However, it's all pretty messy, seeing as she got shot to shit with a machine gun.
Hillary being
And that
blasted by a
pendant was what
machine
was
gun.
glowing in order to summon the pit fiend when she was in the
That was not a pit fiend. That was a Neville sheath. That was significantly smaller than a pit fiend.
Okay, but while she was in the globe, that was
Yes.
what was glowing.
Yes, that's right. That was essentially of the same element, a smaller version, if you will, of as the mechanisms that are built into these pillars.
Could we ruin the engravings and have them like not work anymore?
What
Instead of
engravings?
just taking. Is there engravings on the pillar?
No, they're just
Okay,
stone
never
pillars.
mind.
They're just
Okay.
stones.
I first I was envisioning like they had these like fucking engravings on them to show that they were.
Nope, they are just stone pillars. Just as the item on Hillary's neck is just a black egg-shaped stone. No eyes, nose, or mouth on it in weird configuration. Just before you ask.
All right, lads. What do we want to do? Do we want to head down there and doom ourselves, or do we want to?
I mean,
Shall I do-
I
shall
stand
I
by
do the
flooding
thing?
it. I stand by flooding
We
it.
could flood it. That would be funny.
Guys, should I just do the thing? Should I do the reverse polarity, see what happens?
No.
I mean, if you want to sacrifice yourself, sure.
What's the role for that, Trig?
What have you
let's all
got?
step outside real quick while he
Yeah,
does
yeah,
that.
yeah. Let's all walk out here.
Well, you're not
just-
gonna give me advantage.
I can hold. You know what? I can
hold on.
hold my fucking passive
Uh,
shield above your head for when this place comes down on us
uh,
and you die.
Listen,
But you know,
I will tap you to give you guidance. You'll get an extra D4.
Okay, Ez, tell me how you're doing this. What exactly are you going to do to reverse the polarity, whatever that means, of this
First
thing?
off, I guess I want you to explain to me as much information as Archie has perceived from his 26 Arcana,
Okay.
and then we'll go from there.
Imagine a faucet, a sink, if you will, and any magic used in the area is like water being poured into that sink. It spirals down through this mechanism that is built into the pillar and pours somewhere else.
Is the portal still active?
The portal is not here anymore. There are 2 portals in the Fountain of Blood and Gore in the center of the church, however.
Okay. Can I Arcana those? See if I can work out how to move them.
They, but by all means, yeah, go for it.
25.
Very close inspection of of the mechanism of the fountain that you see. They appear to be built in. They're actually mechanisms built into the very stonework of the fountain. You could move it, but it would require moving the fountain itself.
So how?
We could
But
destroy
the
the
portal
fountain.
they were using was not in the fountain. It was by
No,
the door,
it
right?
was over by the door. Yes.
So where did that portal go, or did it just die when they died?
It seemed to stop happening when the bear started biting down on one of the guys that was in control of it.
Okay, can I see if they've got like a remote control on them?
You can have a look, see if you can find a remote control on them. As I said, they are wearing robes, and the only thing they have on them is essentially a gold talisman, pin pendant, gold symbol of an eye in a pyramid with an eye in it.
Okay. Can I arcana the pendant and the robes, see if they appear magical?
They are indeed a little bit, definitely the sort of thing that wizards would wear. Would you like to try one on?
I am casting identify on their robes and amulets.
Okay. Which are you casting it on, the robe or the amulet?
Robe first.
The robe. It is not far off. Something fairly similar to the robe of the Archmagi, as is described in. It is not quite that good. It is essentially an AC 15 light armor. It does give you a +2 to spell DC, +2 to spell attack. So yeah, it's robe of the Archmagi basically. It's a nice robe. Very nice for a wizardy type character.
Okay, and for the amulet,
essentially, it is an amulet version of it essentially has a spell built into it, or a spell slot built into it, that can be used to store any given level 7 up to a level 7 spell. Very powerful. Could have 7 level 1 spells in it, or 1 level 7 spell, or
does
1
it appear
6.
to have a spell in it?
It no longer seems to be spent at this time.
All right. Well, my first idea is not going to work, I guess, unless we can move the fountain.
Well, you could use these pendants to siphon maybe some of the magic out of the pillars. Maybe I don't know if you can do that.
Can they do that?
No, the pillars themselves are, as I said, it's a bit like pour. If you're pouring magic, if you imagine magic is a bath full of water, yeah. The pillars just allow you to pull a plug and divert where that magic goes, rather than being used elsewhere.
All right. So it's like a plug hole, a magical plug
It's
hole.
like a magical plug hole. It allows the magic to run off to somewhere else to be used elsewhere once it's in the
So
air.
we
so
just need to find a lot of greasy, oily magic to clog it up, and then it will backflow.
Right.
Or we reverse the flow by putting it in Australia.
Oh, do you think you can turn one of these upside down?
I mean, I don't know. I could try. We might need to just head downstairs and die, guys.
I know.
Or we could flood it.
Flood it.
Will it work though? Because I
Flood.
don't know.
We don't know until you try, Di.
Do it.
Okay, so do you okay, alright, if the party wants me to do it,
Do
I
it.
can go right to the thing here and scream geyser and flood the place. Down in the hole.
Okay.
Could certainly start by flooding the place. Do we have any way to get the water back out again if we want to go and explore it?
Somewhat slowly, but yes.
Yeah, Coke can control water, right?
As a matter of fact, what I was about to say was, Trig, any water that doesn't go in, I will just be continuously guiding in. So,
Okay.
depending on how
We're
accurate
gonna
this is, or
fucking
isn't, it's
drown
all
these
going in.
pieces of shit.
How much water comes out of this geyser?
Hold on, let me get it
If I'm not
opened.
mistaken, a lot when she says
It's a-
geyser.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me just get it open here because we do have the page.
If we need to empty it in a hurry, we can always just trade a soul.
Decanter of endless
No.
water is what it's called. Okay. This stop sloshes when shaken. It contains water. The decanter weighs 2 pounds. You can use an action to remove the stopper and speak one of the 3 command words. Okay. Stream produces 1 gallon of water. Fountain produces 5 gallons of water, and geyser produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forth in a geyser 30 feet long and 1 foot wide. As a bonus action, while holding the decanter, you can aim the geyser at a creature, and you can see within 30 feet of you. The target must succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw or take 1d4 bludgeoning damage and fall prone. Instead of a creature, you can target an object that isn't being worn or carried and that weighs no more than 200 pounds. The object is either knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet away from you. So we could have used this as well for the pillars if we wanted.
You could use this for all sorts of things. You're pouring it down these stairs.
I mean, is it just now that you know what it sounds like? Do you want me to do this, lads?
Flood.
If there are people down there and we can genuinely flood the room and not just get it, up to the ankles with water, then yes. But we should probably be sure that we can actually flood it.
Well, they'll eventually have to start
Because otherwise,
running out,
like the
and we
idea,
can- Oh,
yeah,
Well,
the
what if it
idea is
just
to get
goes
them to
up
run
to their
out.
ankles?
yeah, and we can start massacring them as they attempt to get out.
Well, no, they won't attempt to get out unless it goes up to like at least their waist.
Oh well, it'll.
How many
eventually
times
get
can
there.
you cast this?
It's non-stop, right? Isn't it infinite?
Mm-hmm.
It's an item, not
It's an item of it's a jug of infinite water. You
It
could
says
just
decanter of endless water,
Okay,
and it doesn't
then
say that it
fucking
stops
go for it.
on this.
Geyser
Yeah, go
produces
for it.
30 gallons of water that gushes forth in a geyser 30 feet long and a foot wide. It's a bonus action. You can. Oh, okay. There's also rules for directly attacking someone with it.
Yeah,
Sure.
but is 30 gallons
we'll see.
gonna fill up the room?
Well, I assume you can do that like every turn, right, Trig?
yeah. I mean,
So that's
absolutely.
300 gallons a minute.
Oh well, you know what? Let's fucking do it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. How about that?
Okay.
How long are you going to do this, Di?
I'm going to open it, point it at the stairs down into this hole, and say geyser, and Coat's gonna help make sure that it all goes into the hole and keeps going down into
Can
it.
the rest of us take a long rest while you're doing this? Just asking.
You can surely they can rest while this happens.
How long is a long rest?
8
8
hours.
hours.
An hour.
Are you going to be starting to do this for 8 hours? I will tell you now. I've already said this is the front door of the enemy's main base. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, while this is all happening, can I at least meditate for as long as
Can
we
they
have?
take
And
a
if it's
short
30
rest while
minutes,
this is happening?
A short rest is what, 40 minutes?
An hour.
An hour. I will tell you now. You are not even going to complete a short rest before what happens.
I just want to.
Oh, Trig, better idea.
Mhm.
Okay, so how far down does this stairway go?
Does anybody want to sneak down there? Do you
No,
have any
seriously.
stealthy creatures?
You know,
or...
we do have
We
a
can see
stealth
from up
character
here.
that could sneak
Oh,
down
hold
there
on.
and just
We-
scout it
yeah.
out.
Do we?
also
Where
have,
is he?
No. We have plenty of dark vision. How far down can we see, Trig?
You can see actually. You can see down. It goes down some steps, down a ladder, and there seems to be a small corridor at the bottom of this. But the corridor
This is great.
goes off somewhere you can't see.
Yeah, well, that's even better. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna start flooding that. I'm going to use control water to control as far out as I can. That way, you'll just be piling water on top of that water. Because I only need
In
to control
before
the
the-
bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
In before the cellar has drainage.
Oh, so when they come forward, you just release it
Well,
and they
then,
just.
yeah, then once we can't accumulate any more, we just let go and it floods in.
We could try it. You know, why not?
So we're pumping, just for reference, at a fifth the speed of a standard fire engine.
Yeah.
How much does a fire engine do?
1,500 gallons per minute, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did the maths. If we do take a long rest and just keep doing this, that's 150,000 gallons.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that this is just a classic, like end of game dungeon, and we're coming up to it with like autism radiating in the sun, saying like, yeah, let's
Blame
just
us
flood
for
the
what
dungeon.
Trig throws at us.
Uh-huh.
Let's just saturate the dungeon with
All right,
gallons
you
upon
say,
gallons of
you know
water.
what? You know what?
Like
If you want to
everybody
walk
below,
down
then-
there and meet the fucking death god, go ahead.
Okay.
I would send my owl to scout, but I don't have one right now.
We could go down. It's up to you lot, but I think whatever the
I
party
mean,
wants to do.
you probably would have to shrink to go down there. What do you reckon, Trig?
The thing is that Trig,
Di
if we
would need to actually get smaller to
Hold on.
go back down there. Yes. Sorry.
if
Go
we
on,
do
Coat.
my if we do my method
Yes.
of making of accumulating a whole ton of it before I
Mhm.
release and just let it all flood in,
Mm-hmm.
even if that doesn't necessarily flood the place per se, if it
Mhm.
brings it up to like their knees or what or higher, that's gonna make walking out really hard.
Okay. Yes, possibly.
and climbing up a ladder with water gushing down is going to be difficult.
Certainly.
Good thing we have someone that can use electric magic, so that
Yeah,
if
that's
they're
what I
all
was
in
thinking.
water, and it's a good thing that he has plenty of spell
Yep.
slots left. Ez,
And
You're half right there because my lightning gun doesn't use a spell slot.
oh, then perfect. Then ignore my dig and just go ahead and get
yeah.
ready.
fur-
Come
fur-
over
fur-
here, Ez.
Furthermore, I also have call lightning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, can
Ah.
Ez though just like
Does that
plug
work inside
himself?
though?
Nope.
Can Ez just plug himself into the floor so that as the water flows down, it flows down electrified?
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Coat, how long can you control water for?
Sorry, let me double check the instantaneous or 1 hour, and I can literally just recast it as an action.
Okay. Okay. If you're going to
Basically, I can keep it up forever because it's a cantrip.
right. Okay.
The rule set
cool.
has awarded us with the power of infinite water and infinite control of that water.
Yep. I've given you good tools for good reason.
Can you
You're
use
not going to
control
expect
water?
this, that's for sure. Haha.
Can you
Furthermore-
use control water coats to do like water jet cutting and things?
No, but basically, I can make I could make like 2 5-foot cubes that are just the bottom of it, and just constantly have that. Well, when I say constantly, just have those be constantly there, so the water just builds up on top of those.
And before they're standing there, like, ready for us to come charging in, and they've got their, like, lightning guns ready to shoot at us, and they're all plugged in and wired up down there. It's just all wires trailing across the floor. And yeah, that'll be pretty interesting when we flood the place and electrocute them all before they even realize what's happening.
would be
Especially if you have any
great.
servers under their floorboards.
I mean, don't get me wrong, our autism is glowing in the sun. Like, that wasn't a criticism.
Look, we have to pull out all the
Big
stops when
flood.
dealing with these
The flood
creatures.
will
I-
work.
I just want to go on a limb and say that the only thing in this corridor that we're afraid to go down is some sort of deadfall trap that will fall and die, but do nothing else.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's another thing. All this water will undoubtedly trigger literally any trap that's in the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So far, it looks like we're just getting the people seem to really want this to work.
This is a catch-all solution to every D&D dungeon, unless
Except for the fact there's a
the
timer.
loot is candy floss, in which case it's not that great.
I mean,
Except
it's
there's
one
a
of the things
timer.
that it's one of the things that surprises me with your Star Trek. Actually, that they don't just hack the enemy ship and vent the oxygen.
Oh,
Hey, Kiki,
What do
just
you-
a question.
Sorry,
Do you
say again.
actually-
Pack
do
the
you
enemy
have-
ship.
hack. You
Pack.
just basically vent them all out.
Yeah, just open the doors.
What's this word? Pack.
Hack.
Hack. Right. Well, that doesn't make sense. It didn't really happen in Star Trek.
Yes, it did.
You can hack your own ship with command codes, but you can't hack the enemy ship. Also, with
Literally happened in
shields,
Voyager
it's going to be
quite a
difficult
few
too.
times.
Not exactly, no. What happened is Seska hacked Voyager because she was an engineer there, but that was very limited. There was only really 1 or 2 times that she was able to do that.
I will say, having watched Star Trek, I will say if you're in the engineering room, you can control the ship.
Well, yeah.
Quite
Hey, Trig,
significantly,
where's
yeah.
the engineering room
Yeah.
of this church?
That's a good question. I think it might be at its heart. But hey, if you flooded the engineering room in a starship, it might even damage a starship.
Okay.
Right, my
Yep.
question I have
Yep.
is, Kiki, can you still summon your Hellhound?
Let me make
Could-
something easy for you guys before we
give
go
the
any
Hellhound to the
further.
Doomsday Bot and have it sneak
All
in?
right, what's up,
I'm
Trig?
going to show you visually what you can see when you look down through the hatch. You're gonna have to.
I do 120 night vision as well.
That's nice for you. I'm showing you what you can see because it doesn't matter what you've got with regards 120 night vision, etc., etc. There's only so much you can see before you actually have to walk down there and see. I'm showing you what you can see, with perfect vision. The rest of it is elsewhere. I'm just gonna pop this in events 1. This is what you're seeing when you look down there.
Okay, so you go down the ladder, and then it's just it's a long corridor.
It's a long, thin corridor.
It's a
Wait,
trap.
so when I release the shape water, it'll just blast through the corridor?
You will have a large.
Like a cannon.
You'll fill up. Well, not like a cannon. It will fill up a corridor, a chunk of corridor with water.
It'll be like a
so-
broken dam.
No, but
basically.
So,
the
Trig,
way
what's
he's
the-
doing
what's
it
the
is
layout here?
he's putting water at the end, and we're gonna fill this completely with water. He'll release it, and it'll go gushing out quickly, and then he'll be able to
Yeah,
control it.
I'm basically
Trig.
damming it with water.
Yeah.
What's the layout here? Is the left side of your image the stairs that we can see?
Yes.
Okay, so it goes down and back up again.
No, you know what? Stairs always do that.
Oh.
Oh my god,
Always.
guys.
So, okay, Trig, you're gonna have to help me out here. We're converting 2D into 3D, and you're the only one who knows
Okay,
the 3D.
Okay, you go that right. Okay, that area there, where next to where you're standing, is a set of stairs down. It goes down into a ladder. That ladder then drops down into this tunnel that you are seeing.
So that ladder actually gets way wider on the way down. Interesting.
Wait,
No,
hold on, wait.
No, that is it is wider at the top. Yeah, and it's getting narrower going down. It is quite deep.
Wait.
So
Down
the
there.
top is on the right.
Top is on the right. Bottom is on the left.
So this,
And are we
the
coming from
stairs that we can see here go down into the rubble on the right of the image.
No, they go down to the rubble. The rubble on the right is rubble. That is impassable. The stairs go down, and then essentially onto the rubble, and then there's a ladder going down on the other side.
Okay, so the stairs aren't rendered on that image.
Yeah,
The ones that we can see here.
the stairs there lead down.
Oh.
Yeah, essentially. If you
So do they come onto the side of where the rubble is there?
Is anyone feeling
Okay.
more confused or less confused now they've seen
it
this
doesn't
image?
it doesn't matter. You've got a hole going down, and that is what you see at the bottom of it.
Okay, we're
Okay,
building
so
up a
just
super
just
pile
for
of
clarity,
water and flooding
it looks like you can take that image that Trig has there, rotate it counterclockwise 90 degrees, and then imagine that it's there.
Hey,
Okay,
that makes
with
more
the
sense.
ladder is about here,
Sure,
underground.
sure, anything works.
Okay,
on that front. Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Flood the fucker.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're gonna kill
Okay.
them all.
Okay.
Okay. And Coat, you're going to keep that sort of that 20 foot of tunnel that you can see there. You're going to hold all the water within that 20-foot area.
Well, no, okay. All I have to do is the very bottom of it. I basically create a dam out of water.
Okay.
A teensy tiny final consideration does occur to me.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Okay.
Using magic summons demons.
No,
Mhm.
we have the thing.
We
It
fixed that.
it
remember?
doesn't it doesn't using
Also,
magic.
this is just an item.
It doesn't this an item doesn't, and also B, you've got two great pillars there that will be sucking up any magic you use and aiding the summoning of Azazel with it.
Wait,
Bro, we should
I
just
feel like that's a tiny bit of a
Wait a
hint.
second. Wait a second. Okay, so are we guys? Have we tried just flat out putting those anti-summoning things against the pillars?
You know what? I'm gonna take Trick. You remember Coat and I
You know,
basically
Coat,
came up
that
with
might
like
be a good
feathers and
idea.
stuff and imbued them with runes.
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
the anti-summoning things.
All right. Can I write those runes on the pillar?
Why not just put the items that we have the runes on
I
the pillar?
don't
You
think
just have a
it'd do that
paper,
much.
slap
Like
it onto it, right?
those
Yeah.
I
anti-summoning
want to
runes that
turn one
we
of the
had,
pillars into an anti-magic pillar.
Let's do it.
the anti-summoning runes that we had were just the same rune that's on the pendant. They just absorbed the magic. It was
Yeah.
just that the paper that we had was too weak to
Yes.
hold the magic, so it burnt
And
off.
I'm saying that these pillars are probably
As this
more
plan's a good
robust.
one. Let's do it.
We could even use the smith's tools because like, I do have proficiency
Yeah,
in
let's
that
do it.
and
Let's just
carving them
completely
into the
graffiti
stone
these
itself.
Okay. Well, you do that. Hand someone or maybe me the water, and I'll start building up the.
Yeah, you
flood.
know what, I will let you take control of the flooding of the
Yep.
basement.
All right, Trig, I'm building up the flood. I'm preparing the flood while they do that.
Hold on. Any magic gets absorbed by these pillars, right? So
Yeah.
you trying to use magic to control water is just going to get
No,
controlled by the
there's-
pillars.
It's a cantrip. It has basically no magic in it.
That is going to be up to Trig, and I know Trig.
Greg, what?
No, which is why we're going to
those
the
pillars
pillars.
absorb level 0 spells.
Those pillars will absorb level 0 spells, but it's going to make no fucking difference whatsoever. When you get down there, you will see what I mean.
Why are we
Well,
going
why-
down
why
there
are they
again?
doing
We're
that?
just gonna flood the place and then leave.
Yeah, what?
We just did this whole thing as a massive troll. Ha! Let's see him summon Azazel now. They'll
You've
have to
been
get
fucking
really
with
wet.
us this whole time. Get wet, bro, and then we'll leave.
Okay.
I hope you brought your
Trick,
fucking trunks.
before we do any of that, Trick, can you just give me an answer?
To what?
If we were to carve the like anti-summoning of Azazel signs into these pillars, would that stop the magic from being siphoned in for that spell?
Let's try it.
What anti-summoning of Azazel signs?
Do we not have like the begone angel signs?
You have a
I just
begone
feel like-
angel sign, yes. You do not have an anti-Azazel sign. You have a
Well,
begone angel.
Azazel is a
He is a fallen
angel,
He is a
right?
fallen angel. Yes, the demon fallen
but
angel. Yes.
Guys, powerful new idea. Okay, so that thing that can summon all the angels, how does it get used again? Trig,
How does what
how
get
do you activate it?
the
The
what
thing
the
that thing we were given.
A smartphone that makes an alarm noise.
yeah.
Yeah, how do you activate that?
You literally it's an app on the phone essentially.
Okay. Could it reasonably be set up where it's just one tap to activate it?
That's literally how it works. Yes.
Okay, so now
You need to
since it's one tap-
you need to sign into the phone first and then activate
Okay,
that.
so
But yeah.
can someone sign into it and have it ready to one tap?
Yeah.
See, that's what I was saying. Then give
Okay,
it to Fluffy
so-
and let Fluffy deliver
No,
it.
no, even better. We give it to one of my bear that's still there. It
Oh, yeah,
goes
yeah,
in,
yeah.
taps the button. I dispel the bear, and voila.
Then we flood the place.
Yes.
Do angels need to breathe?
No.
Ah.
Well, okay. So do we not have? So we have the no summoning angel sign. Do we have no summon demon sign as well,
No,
or
you
not?
only have no. You only have. It is not. It's not no summoning. It is. It will banish. It will temporarily banish angels.
Okay. Okay.
It basically sort of punts them, a fair distance away. They will come back.
We do have the siren
It's a
angel
wa-
sign
it's
thing.
a
It's-
one-off. It's a one-off shot, and using that sigil, you write sigil down, and to use it, you must have your own blood, freshly cut, your own blood slapped into the middle of it. You've seen it. You've seen Supernatural. That's where I'm making
Yes,
it
yes,
from.
yes.
Yeah, it's that. You can have it set up and go, okay, oh, the angels are here. Slap it. It'll go, boom. It'll flash. That's it spent. And the angels will go away. They'll come back shortly, pissed off at you.
Okay, so
This is
Have a
this
whole
is
bunch
too
of
bloody
them.
complicated.
I
Can
thought
I
you were saying
recommend
it
that we
summons
just
them.
use the item that makes water and don't bother with the magic that tries to shape it? Just leave it flooding the downstairs for a
That'll
while.
be very slow though.
The main reason
It'll
to do
be the
shaping-
same speed as shaping it.
Oh no, but the point of shaping it is that you know how like okay, a gentle stream will just keep going, but if you dam it and then suddenly the dam breaks, you get an absolute flood out of it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But if you try and use magic here, it's probably just going to get absorbed and then help with the summoning. If, however,
Oh, it's
That's
the
how-
objective is
almost
just to get
worthless.
the people in there out, then if we do this for like,
Uzalu.
I don't know, somewhere between half an hour and a few hours, that will bring anyone that's in there out of the dungeon.
Uzalu,
Unless they got
I
another
understand
door.
the concern with the magic thing, but we do have the sigils to like. Haven't we been using them to like anytime we use magic, it kind of negates it with the
Yeah,
sigils? We
the-
also
the-
picked up
And the thing
Hillary's
that
thing.
we're putting them on gets burnt up because it can't hold the charge. But that's what I'm saying. These pillars can clearly hold a charge. Why don't we just slap them as all these anti-magic things and have them feedback loop themselves?
Mm. And also, like
You work on that
his
while I work on the
cantrip
flood.
won't make a difference. It's like Trig said, it's a 0 spell. It won't make a difference at all to the thing.
Or you could send someone down there with stealth and actually have a look and scout out what's down there.
Yeah, but they could
I-
get spotted.
They could. You're right.
I mean, I did say Kiki could go down there, being she is made for that kind of thing, but we
I
need to
mean, I
make a
could,
decision.
but
Let's.
I don't trust you guys not to flood it the moment I go down there.
Yeah, you're right. But Kiki's
It would
been
take a
nothing
while
but
to build up the
stuff.
flood. You'd have to be down there a long time for it to really flood.
Fair point. Also, I can walk on water anyway. You know what? I will stealth down there. Where's my stealth?
Hey, you
Yeah.
do that, I'll start building up the water.
Okay.
I trip down the stairs.
Oh my god! Could I
You-
hand her a rope to help her go down and give her an advantage on this?
You do not go down the stairs stealthily. You somewhat clomp down the stairs. You get to the bottom of it, and you just hear the music louder. You actually start to hear the music at this point, and it seems to be loud enough to have possibly even disguise the amount of noise that you made going down there, which is surprising, seeing as you did actually fall and roll a fair few down there and have taken 2 damage in the process.
I do have a rope. You could have climbed down with the rope.
She's
You
already
guys-
I
Yeah,
did
try tying it around her neck before she goes down.
Die, you're not retconning any more rolls.
Yeah, screw you, die.
Yeah,
Alright, man.
Okay, she's rolled stealth, she's failed that. Yeah, that has happened. This
The
is
stealth character.
this is how it happens, I'm afraid. Kiki, you see
I got a 10.
you did get a 10. And yet, you know what? I will send you a cut of what you can now see. Just give me a second.
I'm gonna follow the music, honestly. See what I can find.
Can you hear the music?
Just going to DM you what you can see at the bottom there, and let you either go back up and relay what you've seen.
What's
I'll be right back.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Kiki, what you just DM'd me, do you want to do that stealthily, or do you want to just sort of kick the door, kick it open, or what are you doing?
okay? So I have a question regarding that.
Okay.
Are you asking me to roll a new stealth roll? Because
Yes.
otherwise, I
Yes,
think
sir.
it's the same either way.
I am asking you to roll a new stealth roll on that. Okay. Open the door, and it opens quite quietly. It doesn't appear to be locked. It does, however, seem to be quite a good seal.
But it's a wooden door.
You know what? Wooden doors can hold back gases. I've been told.
I don't believe that.
With that rather good stealth roll, I will relay to you some more. Give me a second. See if we can get that image back. Through the door, you see. Sorry about the icons. Sorry about the size. It is just because of stuff. The noise, by the way, once you open the door, becomes a lot louder. There appear to be 5 people sat looking away from you with their backs turned to you at a bar, with someone in red on the other side of the bar, chatting to them, chilling. You know, the image that you see. There is definitely louder music coming from the far end of that room.
Oh, okay.
Where's the image? Sorry, I'm not
This is-
seeing it.
this
Or
is-
is this just? Oh, it's just Kiki.
This
Okay,
is
never
just Kiki, so I'm having to cut pictures off and DM them over to her. Do you wish to go into the room, say hello, shut the door, go back and report what you found? At which point I will allow everybody to see that which I have shown you.
You know what? Let's see. I've got do I have bluff? I think I've got bluff. I'm gonna take a look. Oh, I've got deception. Fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm
what's
gonna
over what deception is if you have it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna stroll in and
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna look to the
So much
person-
for stealth, bro.
look to the person at the bar
Stealth is
and
optional.
hearing the noise, I'm gonna say, I'm here for the party.
Okay. He looks at you. He goes, Deception 17. Hold on a second. Let me see what their perceptions are.
Good job, guys. We've sent the mad poisoner down into the bar. This can only go well.
Bro, I can't stealth down there. I'm wearing heavy armor. I would be
No.
clanking out.
Unironically, all she's going to do is accidentally spread poison around a bit, and everyone there will die.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I mean, including her, but
Mission
sacrifices must be
accomplished.
made.
You know what? He's going to turn. He's going to look up from the bar, give you a once over, and goes, gives a sniff, and goes, yeah, it's down there through the door. Aren't you a little bit overclothed for this? And points to the door down at the bottom right.
Well, I have to travel. Can I take a drink in with me? What are you serving?
Sure, whiskey, beer.
Good
Oh,
thing
I'll
they didn't
take
hear
a-
all the commotion outside.
And I'm going to leave that door open as I grab a whiskey and proceed into the party.
You're going to go into the party, are you? Right. Okay. You go through the door at the bottom right. I will show you what you see in there. And I'm going to leave you there for a moment to see if anybody else wants to do anything at this point in time.
Continue building up the water.
I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking right now, player and character. Didn't old Cecilia become a demon last session?
Yeah.
And we've just sent her
she's-
down into this demon
Pretty
area.
much.
Chances that she's going to betray us rising by the second.
No, she's opening the doors for us.
Yeah. I'm
I mean,
opening
that's
the
what she
sealed door,
said.
and I'm leaving that sealed door open so that you guys can actually flood the place.
Yeah, we need someone
Kiki,
doing that.
are you the one who has the smartphone thing that will summon the angels?
No?
Who has it?
That would be Di, I
Hi.
think.
Hello.
That would be the one that's been a demon from the start.
Oh,
Yeah.
you-
It's like they just casually forget these things. To be fair, I've been,
I was actually pretty sure
I've
you
just
had
been
that one.
chilling. To be fair, I'm chaotic neutral, so.
You know what, Di? You're a
chaotic
bit low
evil,
on
never
health.
mind.
I was gonna say
You're a
you're
bit
not
low on
neutral.
health, so maybe now is a good time for a
I used
kiss.
to be neutral. I mean, do you want necrotic damage?
What do you mean she's
I
low on
mean,
health? She's only
do I
3
want a
less than
kiss?
max.
You will suffer necrotic damage, I'm afraid. And like I said, it's an attack. It's the only thing.
She's only 3
It's-
below max.
Doesn't
Yeah.
feel like an attack.
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
Kiki, do you see what you've seen?
Oh, that is. You know what? I'm gonna try and play it off. I'm here now. I've been seen. I'm here for the party,
Oh,
and I'm gonna close the door behind me.
okay, right. Okay, so guys, what are you, I'm gonna hold you there for a moment, Kiki, and I might have to try to work out how I'm going to do this without giving the game away to everybody else. What's going off there? Because you guys have you've sent Kiki down there, you've sent Cecilia down there rather, and you've heard nothing back from her. Are you?
Well,
How long's it been?
It has been enough time for a girl to walk up to a bar, get a drink, and then get invited into the VIP area in the back room where the kicking party's happening.
That's not an answer.
So you know, about 5 minutes at most, to be honest.
Okay, so I've got 150 gallons of. Sorry, correction. I have 1,005. Wait. Yeah, I have 1,500 gallons of water ready.
You have about the equivalent of 10 bathtubs, yes, and it's probably pretty much filled that area of the tunnel up at that point in time, to the point where it's starting to backfill up the stairs.
Cool.
You know what Kiki could use right now? A distraction.
yeah,
Let
I
her
mean,
rip.
she's left some of the doors open and closed the one she's in, so at least it's gonna go into the area with the bar, that we don't know that obviously, but that's what I'm just saying outside of that.
I mean, 1,500 gallons is a nice amount. but I think more would help.
Yeah, listen. We're gonna wait another 5 minutes for her.
We have
if she-
3,000 gallons.
Right, let me put it this way. At which point it is definitely starting to sort of fill up the floor of the church you're in at the present moment. It is already backfilling.
No, but
up the
he's using
stairs.
controlled water to keep
Yeah.
it all in by the stairs.
Water is non-compressible, so it is going to take up space whether you like it or not.
No, I know. What we're
Don't
saying
do
is
that.
that like instead of it having spilling out, he's using controlled water to keep it there. So when he lets go of it, it'll all come in.
into
Okay,
a
let me
column
clarify-
above her. Right.
Let me clarify, Trig. It would have to get about 5 feet above our own floor level before it'll actually start spreading.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so that would be another 5 minutes in that case. Yeah, sure.
The way I've devised this, I can build up quite a lot before
Yeah.
before it starts leaking.
Yeah. No problem.
All right, I have a question. This is the most absolute genius thing I've ever thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
If I set up cordon of arrows inside the water and the arrows get washed away with the water,
Yes.
will the arrows that are in the water shoot out of the water at anything they find down there?
Oh my god.
All 4 of your
Brilliant.
little arrows will indeed. Yeah, we carried along. We'll call it like a little sort of floating wooden trap of arrows. Yeah, sure.
I love your
I
ideas.
can do-
That's great.
I can do
Like a
this
gun
3
platform.
times.
Okay.
Dude.
Now, granted, there are the always ancillary considerations with magic. 1, that the magic might be absorbed by other pillars, although yours hasn't been, so I don't know. And 2, that it might summon nearby demons that we need to deal
It's
It's
with.
not that it's
This will be
absorbing
a
it. It's that Sorry.
Uzalu, at the beginning of this fight, so during the previous session, I used Wall of Fire a couple times, and that normally would have before we developed these countermeasures, that would have summoned demons, but it hasn't.
So, okay.
been. We're
Am I
pretty much
gathering
safe
that
on
the way it works is that the magic works, but the effect that would normally summon the demons is the thing absorbed into the pillars?
That's correct. Yes.
or into our charms?
Okay.
Yes.
So we
we have
are in a
charms.
high magic setting while we're here. Fantastic.
Yes, you are in a high magic setting at the present
Right.
moment. In fact, you are standing above a lot of wizards and people of that sort of high magic user caliber.
Hmm.
You've just faced
Okay.
This
you
bar's
just
full of
faced
virgins.
you just faced 2 clerics and 2 wizards. Yeah. And Hillary, which was a quite high level wizard. A
Now I
grand
have
wizard, maybe.
not. Yes,
Done.
I have pretty much nothing else that would be useful at this moment, but I can use those cordons of arrows, and then the water will be flowing down there with how many will it be?
What?
I think like 9.
9?
Hold on, let me read it quickly.
I think it had 3.
4 pieces of non-magical ammunition.
Yeah.
So 12.
12.
If I use up all my level
Wait.
2 spell slots, I can put
Non-magical
12.
ammunition.
Mhm.
Yeah, you take some of Dai's bullets
Yeah.
Sure, we could do that.
I
But I
have
can-
a lot of bullets.
and use those
Whatever the
instead.
ammunition, I can put 12 of them in this torrent of water, assuming that they get, washed up with the water, which seems like they probably would.
Mhm.
Then the water will not only have its normal effect, it will
Mhm.
also shoot at our enemies.
Well, I have silver bullets.
Yeah.
I have rune bullets, and I have normal bullets.
Didn't I?
Well, let's
also
use
give
our
you
best
infinite
bullets.
Di?
Huh?
Didn't I give you infinite bullets?
Did you?
Oh, okay, sorry. The spell says only arrows or crossbow bolts. That's fine.
Oh,
That's
okay.
still
Okay,
that's still
never
good.
mind. Never mind.
That's still good.
That would be
um,
funny though.
Yeah, so we basically can shoot at 12 of them as soon
Yes.
as they get spotted, and it is within 30 foot of the ammunition.
Nice.
It's whenever a creature comes within 30 foot. Will that? Do we reckon? You don't have to tell me if I wouldn't know, Trig. But would that work if the ammunition comes within 30 foot of the creature?
I'm going to allow it. It is, because of the way it's going to work, it is all going to pretty much shoot one creature. But it is going to shoot him 12 times in that one turn, which is pretty fucking based. He's not.
Yeah,
he's-
which that poor guy, whoever it is.
yeah, it is going to be a surprise for him. Yeah.
Can I? So I can designate things that the arrows ignore. Obviously, I'm going to designate us, but can I designate them so that it's only initially it's only one per target, and then it starts cycling around depending on how many targets there are.
Isn't that normally how it
Or can I
works? 'Cause
not do
when
that?
someone steps into range of it, it's not like they normally get hit by all 4 arrows.
That's true. It only shoots one at a time, I think.
Uzalu, I suggest you designate the water as not a valid target.
Well, yeah,
It would never shoot water normally. I mean, if water
True.
just flows, like if you sit up
If it
next to a
started
river, it doesn't
raining.
just start shooting the river.
Well, well, if it started raining, does it just start shooting at the fucking droplets?
It's
that would be
it's like,
fucking dangerous.
it's like
It just starts
anti-air.
shooting at the droplets if you happen to be standing in the wrong place. You're fucked.
Be like Germany in the 40s.
So this spell is mostly useful for noticing enemies, because it automatically
trap.
hits them even if we haven't noticed them. It only does 1d6 damage each, but if I put 12 in there, that's 12d6. That's quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all into one enemy maybe
Hold on a
bit
second.
much.
Right. Okay. As it reads, whenever a creature comes within 30 feet of the ammunition for the first
Yeah.
time on a turn, or ends its turn there, one piece of ammunition flies up to strike it. So as you're casting it
Yeah.
3 times, I will have 3 shots. 3 shots.
3
jump
shots
up
per target.
per.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 3 shots per target that's in range on the turn we determine it, yes.
And
Yeah.
it's moving with the water.
And it's moving with the water.
Yeah. It is
Sure.
going
Yeah.
to basically shoot 3 shots at 4 different targets. 3 shots each at 4 different targets as it goes as it washes
And the
in.
water itself is going to be quite a force, isn't it? You know,
Sure.
it's a geyser. It has. The
It's
thing
no.
on it.
It's no longer a geyser. It is a dam waiting to burst. Which
Yeah,
is
true.
Mm.
it is somewhat different.
Which I would say quite a bit of force happens
There's
when
an
when
amount
attack
of force.
breaks.
It is a small corridor. It is not a huge amount of water you can fit in there as
Are
such.
the
But yeah,
are the gifts that I've put in Events 1 appropriate to this?
what have you put in events 1? Let's have a look.
That is what we're hoping to do.
It's potentially.
First one's a bit slow.
It's more likely
Yeah.
the first one, to be perfectly honest.
I don't
Is
know,
They're
anyone-
still
falling down.
struggling though.
If you have like a massive chunk of water just pouring down on you, that's gonna
Yeah,
It's going to ruin their day.
all at once.
you'll see when you see the map why there are issues with this particular scenario that you're coming up with.
Mm,
But
Also, apologies, but I have about 15 minutes.
Okay, so
yeah, I'm amazed how long it's taken to walk downstairs.
Any objections to my Cordner Arrows plan?
No.
Okay, so you've got 3 cordon of arrows cast in there, 12 arrows set up in 3 blocks of 4. So basically sinking to the bottom of this currently tank of water you're holding back in that particular area.
Yep.
Okay, are you going to get yourselves ready to run down after it, or are you just going to let it go and see what happens?
We'll run down shortly after it.
I mean, we'll
But
follow
we'll
it. But we won't get
see what
hit
happens
by it.
first.
Okay. So you're letting the water go, are you?
So I guess you've said I was able to accumulate 3,000 gallons, was it?
Yeah, 3,000 gallons, sure, no problem.
All right, fine.
No one's going to notice that because of the way the map is set up. They would not see this happen.
All right, I suddenly let go of the disable the cantrips and
The water rushes down. It seems to sort of empty, not immediately, not gushingly, but it does empty fairly quickly. Let me just do. It'll be 3d6 times 4, won't it?
It's just, they hear a gushing of water and then suddenly get hit by 3 arrows each out of nowhere.
yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of crits.
Well done.
That's
Okay.
another crit.
Oh,
God, that's a lot of 3d6 on that last one.
a
Mhm.
longbowman walks into a bar.
Yeah.
Shots for everyone.
Shots. That's great. I love that.
Okay, so first one minus. You hear some cries of surprise and some shouts and some distinct annoyance, in fact, going off there.
Shall
and
we
sounds of alert.
pile in?
And at that point, a huge amount of noise starts going off. Almost like just an unruly amount of sound going off.
And the electronics that aren't way up on the ceiling are doomed.
I hope that's what the sound is.
Yeah.
Roll me perception.
All
Everyone?
right.
Okay. Uzalu. Maximus turns and notices that the red water coming out of the fountain seems somewhat dilute at the present moment.
Are the pillars lighting up?
Not those pillars, no.
Okay.
Is it possible that we have sent water into somewhere where blood was being collected and then sent into the fountain?
Maybe.
In which case,
Did we just flood a Red Cross?
we could
we've
possibly
added it to the fucking fountain, is what we've done.
Well, that might help, actually. It might be that if we get rid of the blood from the fountain, then it won't be usable for that anymore. Then again, it's not like they're going to have any trouble finding more blood. There's a bunch of blood bags right here. But that implies that they already have some sort of system for liquid circulation. If maybe we could break that in such a way that it floods their place even more, they could be flooded with water and blood. And one issue with that is that demons kind of like blood, so that might be a bad idea.
Yeah, but if you block the exit from that thing, then the corpse cannon will just suddenly shoot itself, and the room that it's being accelerated in would just destroy itself, right?
Can we use the corpse cannon?
There is no corpse cannon in the room with you at the present moment. If you were capable of casting portals, you might be able to access it, but I don't think you've got anybody that's got that type of magic in there.
Shall we just jump down into the dungeon and see what happened?
Should we kill ourselves? I mean, we could just go as well. We could leave Kiki.
Now your demonic nature finally shows itself.
I mean, we could, bro, like you
Or-
care for Kiki's character.
But you said we kill ourselves.
Yeah, but if by jumping down there, we are essentially killing ourselves.
What?
Why? Where did that come from?
I can hear the smile. That's how I know.
What's between putting your life at extreme risk and killing yourself?
Guys, let's finish this campaign.
Is this you expecting us to get barnacled the second we go down there?
No, we're gonna walk into
I
a
get it.
room and we're gonna meet death. Is what I think we're gonna do.
I mean, to be fair, he is friends with us.
Well, I have less than 10
he's
minutes,
pretty
so...
Right. What I will say at this point, Kiki, I want you to roll getting along with people. Are you deceiving them, or are you these people that you're in there with? How are you dealing with this particular party scenario you're in?
If you're not deceiving them, you're declaring you're our enemy.
You know what? I'm gonna wander in. I'm gonna see what kind of party does it look like? Just classic rave?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, there's chicks dancing on tables. There's dudes in in party outfits dancing.
The water's gonna trip them and they'll break their heads.
It's
In
a
that
party.
case, right? In that case, in order to like ingratiate myself on the party a little,
Mhm.
I'll make my entrance. I shall wave a bag, and I look to them all and go, "I brought party supplies," and start handing out drugs.
Oh well, in that case,
She did have drugs.
the three chicks that were dancing on the table will dive in there, pretty readily, and everyone's going to pretty much cheer at that point in time. That is indeed exactly how you introduce yourself to that type of party. Right, the rest of you guys, you're going to make your way down the stairs?
We will follow the water.
Okay.
I assume you gave them the cyanide, Kiki.
Let's see what I've got. Hang on, I've got
Everything.
I've got a lot actually. I've got some hush. I've got some mind haze. I've got some harlot seed. I've got funny honey. I've got peyote.
Not sure if cyanide would do a lot to demons, but I don't know if they are demons. Well, look, we've softened them up with the arrows, and now with a bunch of poison. Let's charge in. You will have to shrink, Dai.
Dai will definitely need to have to reduce her size somewhat.
Oh, I've got a reasonable
What,
amount
can I
of
just
marching
smash my
powder.
way through?
No.
Oh.
No.
I mean, as never mind.
It is solid stone walls. No. Indeed. Where is Ez? Oh, there he is, because he's fucking dumb icon that looks nothing like his actual icon. Right. Okay.
We've still got a bear. We'll send the bear in first, assuming it can get through there.
Bear, attack!
I will put the bear in that case. Do you guys see where you are?
Nope. Wait, now
Yep,
that I
that's
scrolled
top-
down,
Just
top
scroll
right.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
Or top middle, roughly.
Right.
Do you want me to walk in with my cannon and just start blasting?
Well, you need to be at the front, I think, Dai.
I will
Yeah.
allow-
Other than the bear.
You've got the bear at the front. Is that right? Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
you want to send the bear in first?
Well,
then?
yeah, the bear can charge in first to go eat people.
We have no idea if these guys are hostile. They probably are, though.
They are now.
So, I mean, they are now, yeah.
Why don't we just say we're plumbers? We're here to fix the burst pipe.
Yeah.
We're dealing with demons, lads.
Well, you arrived quickly.
Demonic plumbers.
Mhm.
We
we will have to do a.
This. Di, do you mind going in front of me?
Well, yeah, I imagine you just put us here randomly, so.
Yeah, I just slapped you down as you were.
There you can just.
All right. Go.
Okay, as you walk around the corner, Dai, you can see that the door is open. So I'm just going to adjust your reveal areas a bit.
Okay.
You see through the door. You do see a shimmering blue disc somewhere further down there. It was lying on the floor. It's now been pivoted back up to face the doorway.
Okay, well, it looks like there's a portal ready to fire right in front of us.
Let the bear tank it, and then we'll go around it so it can't get angle on us.
I mean, what we could do, as you say, use the bear as cover. I could get to the pillar and then use the ring of the ram to destroy this pillar.
Has the water already drained out of this room?
Pretty much, yeah.
And there's no bodies here.
There is no bodies here now.
So, in other words, the water went through here, still carrying the arrows, and
No, the water
this-
ran through here, shot the 4 guys at the bar, which you can't see. I'll just reveal them to you.
Oh, I thought you said there were no bodies here.
Oh no, there's definitely
Okay, there's bodies.
definitely people here.
Oh, look, there's a tiny sliver at the end of their health bars that isn't filled in.
Hey.
All right. Well,
We didn't like him anyway.
so they're all still alive, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh. Mhm.
All right. Well, we
You-
We'd
You
come in peace.
you definitely
I'm
declared your
kidding, I'm
intent
kidding,
on the way
I'm
in
kidding,
there.
I'm kidding. I didn't even. I wouldn't have said that.
So we
Alright.
we
This
did
is the
everything
plan.
we possibly
Alright,
could to
alright,
give
this
ourselves an
is-
edge, and now we just have to do numbers.
All right. This is the plan, right? We're gonna send the bear in.
Gonna kill
We're
them
sending.
all.
We're sending the bear in to tank the first shot from the fucking thing. I'm gonna run in and I'll be blasting my massive gun at them. And I'm gonna try and make it to the pillar to then destroy it with the Ring of the Ram. The rest of you, good luck. I'm probably gonna die doing this.
Okay,
Yep.
I think it's time to do the old turn order thing.
I remember the
So
turn
I
order
assume
thing.
we can't do that then before the turn order.
You know what? Because of your initial attack that was made, the element of surprise is kind of gone. I'm terribly sorry.
I mean, I'd be surprised about a flood of water that started shooting me.
Yes, I know, but that was a surprise for them, definitely.
Does that mean they all got double damage from it? Because it was like, no, I'm kidding. Anyway,
I'm not.
well, at least they might be serious about it. In which case, I would
I
support
mean-
it.
They were all just chilling.
I mean, they're going to be peeved. You have just ruined their drinks.
Yeah.
And
Well,
literally
they're trying to
everything on
ruin
the
the
floor
drinks
is
of
toddy.
everyone in the world.
Yeah, kind of true. To be honest, I don't think we entered aggressively enough.
Why don't we get the brown bear to run into the portal and jam it up?
Did you see what happened last time to the
Uh,
last bear that did
it-
that?
He never tried to jump into it, did he?
Oh shit! No, he was standing right in
Well,
front of it when he was
whether or
summoned.
not you guys wrap up now, I have to. So I will see you guys later.
Okay.
I mean, we could leave it here until next week and finish
So-
it. Because this is
Alright,
this is gonna
take
go
care.
into another fight, and it's gonna be a while.
This is
Um,
this is the small fight before the big fight.
Right, which I would prefer like to have Coat around for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We're going to
Kobe
get to the
is
big
our
fight, and
main
everyone's going to be
damage
dead of
dealer.
cyanide poisoning.
If only. If only.
This is
It's
why
up
we
to you
need
lot.
C4.
We
If
didn't
we
have
if we
any.
had used C4 on the surface, we could have collapsed the cathedral down on these guys.
Mhm.
You know, now that I've died properly, I am actually immune to poison. So finally it happened, you know?
Only mundane poisons.
So what do we do?
I mean, what do you do? Do you want to leave it here? Have we? Is that what we're deciding to do?
If we had
the only reason I'm saying that is because I'd like for Coat to be here for the last session. Like, you know what I mean?
ideally, yeah.
Yes.
And especially if we're going into combat, like he will be needed and useful. And it'll be difficult for you to roll as him and all the other characters, I think.
Yeah, certainly. Have
It's
you
up to
all
you lot,
have
though.
you all rolled initiative? Kiki, don't roll
Mhm.
initiative at this point in time. Okay.
Oh god, I just had a really stupid idea, Di.
Hmm.
What if we go back upstairs and I use my shatter spell on the floor to make an entrance behind them?
I mean, we haven't gone through the door quite yet.
Well, it's
I
just
mean, it's
that
open.
that portal is primed to shoot at the door. This would let us drop in behind them.
That is true.
And like Shatter is designed for just bringing down walls and stuff. I don't know if
In
Trig
fact,
will allow it, but
even if we're not doing, even if we're not all going back up and taking that as an entrance, just use Shatter to just bring down the ceiling on the white hammers here.
well, let's see if we remember that for the next week.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if we're wrapping it up at this particular point in time, we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for playing, guys. Yeah, that's
I think if we'd had Coatrack, we could have finished today probably,
could
but
have, yeah.
I didn't know he had limited time.
You took over an hour to walk down a flight of stairs.
Well, no, Trig. We were trying to do something cool, and you didn't let it happen. So that's
No,
it's
don't.
whatever.
It is simply a matter of you. It was very, very cool. You did not have the volume and the space in that tunnel to create what you wanted to do. It is simple.
Little
as
did
that.
we know that they had designed their secret lair to defend against water floods,
Yeah.
which they would have no reason to expect whatsoever.
I tried to
You
suggest.
say that.
Well, no, yeah,
You say
when you
that
were
when you
denying
build.
doing it the whole time, but like Coat sounded so happy with the idea, and it was like we'd spent so long talking about it that it was like we have to go through with it at this point.
It does make
perspective
sense,
of this is
though.
we have no one to stealth. Our
It does
stealthiest
make
person
sense,
rolled a
though.
1.
That if you build an underground base, you kind of want it to be have some drainage so that it doesn't just flood over time as it rains. And look, I stealthed just fine.
Yes, indeed. But you know what, Kiki, you're a terrible scout. You know why? Because you never came back.
You never came back. You just wandered into the VIP section and busted out the trucks. Which is yeah, based move, to be honest.
I mean, all I'm saying is if I had my owl, I would have sent the owl in to scout.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured you guys would have been a while longer. I was genuinely looking. You know what? I was looking at the actual real-time time taken and thinking I could meditate for this time and get all my key back.
Let me actually end the stream.
It was just everyone like we'd spent so long with the idea, and Colt was really keen on doing it, and it would have been fun if it worked. I think it was just the amount of time that it took for us to set it up. It was like we had to go through with it, even though Trig did say that it was likely not working. But what can you do?
I was just looking at it going, even if you'd filled that entire corridor up, it was only a small corridor and a door. So you'd have filled the corridor up, and it would have opened up, and it would have flooded in. You would have gotten a lot of people, maybe knocked off their stools. At which point, they'd have got back up and gone, "Shit, we're being attacked," which is what's happened.
However, the one thing I will say is that when the
and water